Oi, oi. Flat of British, Martin Litka speaking. Are you guys flat thumbs? You know what this is, don't you? This is Flatterday. You ready? You excited? Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice, forever and ever. Okay, guys? Now, as you can see today, if you look behind me, we're going to have a watery thing. Okay, at the moment, I'm underwater. Can you see me breathing? Yeah, like fishes. Two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl. So we're going to have quite an aquatic theme to this vlogage for the start of it. We got a lot in this post, guys. We've got quite a few people waiting. I can't really see. It's not coming up. But we're going to think about this plane. And is it a possibility? We'll have a look at some ideas, okay, that the people or the previous inhabitants of this place were water breathing. Dun, dun, dun. So we're going to have a look at that and a fuck ton more, guys. It's going to be a killer show. There's going to be, say, about hundreds and hundreds of images we're going to talk through of Wonders of Flatterday. You're not going to believe it. It's all head mashing. My Brian, as you can see, my Brian is lots more together than it was on my last post. There you are. It's just come up. 160 odd of you waiting. Great to see you guys. Please share this out. Okay, we have lots of good news, lots of announcements, and a fantastic show. I'll give you a little lineup of what you can expect, and then I'll give you all a big shoutage. Okay, so we got a new advert just come in, although I'm a bit hesitant to play said actual advert because the last one got me a copyright on the last video. And plus, we are 2 channels down, remember. Okay, guys? So that is no Celtic Tatarian channel for 2 months, no Flat Earth British think tank channel for 2 months, only 3 weeks off of the convention. We only have this channel and the backup channel for this channel, which is Martin Litka's Nectar channel, which everyone's going to have to sub to when I link it up, when I get my shit together later. Okay, guys? So, underwater is what we're thinking about, okay? And, you know, maybe not even a race of people, maybe even descendants of us. We have got webbed hands and webbed feet after all, haven't we? And think of Waterworld, Kevin Costner, yeah? Used to go down in them cities, well, he didn't even hold his breath because he had fucking gills. And yeah, the whole world was flooded and you could exist underwater, no problemo, as a dweller in this plane. Okay, so maybe this place was just underwater for an infinite amount of time. Maybe the classical world, okay, didn't have a wave hit it to ruin it. Maybe the water was receding or draining away. Okay, that ruins it. The other way around, like everything is reversed in this place. So is a possibility that previous occupants of this reset system were water breathing. Is this the case that all of the classical buildings have been built with water in mind and no toilets in Tatarian buildings? I don't know, maybe they're just swimming around shit fishing with fish shit and they didn't need toilets. So yeah, we got 101 mind blows in this, guys. We're going to think about the oceans. We're going to think about the water. We're going to think about Staffords. Now, everyone's gone Stafford crazy. You want to see the Staffords that are coming into me, guys. Mel started this off when she discovered the Stafford system. Now I discover, only this week, okay, guys, that the whole of Britain is literally saturated in Stafford systems, like all of the major cities, bar the one I'm in now, unfortunately. So we're looking into the wonders of Stafford. You want to seen any of these before? Wondrous Flatterday for head splattage. Then we're going to look into dog heads and other freaky shit. Okay, that may be a little bit rude. Okay, but life's like that. We're going to look into Timbuktu. Okay, when they want to send you to Timbuktu, it's like an equivalent of Coventry. Is there more going on? Fuck yeah. So we're going to have a think about Timbuktu. And we're going to learn about that together. Okay. 2 sons that have been recorded this week, okay, in America land. So because of the source I got it from and the guy who was recorded, it seems like none of this is Photoshop shit. I really, really do think this is a thing. And I'll share that with you. Also, fuck tons of dead sheep. I'll tell you about that later. Nothing to do with the horny Welshman, by the way. We got some flat Earth evidences. We're going to think a little bit about balloons, explosions. If you've sent in a book or a merch picture or a flat thumbs picture, which people are doing now, so they're cool as well. You'll see them on this post. Okay, we're going to do maybe some naughty books and stuff, we don't know, and NASA kicking rocks like silly cunts. Okay, the NASA kicking rocks like silly cunts section, because obviously, you know, in these suits you're not going to go kicking rocks on the fucking moon, are you? Because that'd just be stupid. So we can just have a laugh at them and their, you know, patheticness, okay, for the giggle. And then picks of the day at the end. It will be juice from beginning to end. So I hope you all enjoy the show. You looking forward to that? Okay, I just got to get my brain together to be able to deliver it to you. So how are you all feeling? You feeling funky fantastic? We got actually a brilliant week this week. I've been on a hangout nearly every day this week. I was on Karen's Sun and Moon group midweek, and then I did that vlog 2 days ago when all of that poo happened on my vlog. And last night I was on Hibbler Productions. Fantastic, awake bunch of people, guys. Yeah, guys, some guys in America, and they had it going on. Yeah, they had it nailed. They had it down. So they were well up on everything that we talk about, you know, and, you know, the way we're thinking, it's totally in key with the awakening, you know, everyone was on the same vibration. And it was a really fantastic, loving experience for us all. It was fantastic. So that was last night. Only I don't remember what they're actually on. Rockfin or one of those. Rockfin, probably that. Maybe, I don't know. So, hey, Heidikins, Heidi Stanton, RT in the house. Squirrel Sniper Ridge. So yeah, we got new, you may have watched my last post, it's only a day ago or so. We got new presenters. Mark Devlin, DJ Devlin. Okay, Mark, you all know him probably. If you're in the Truther community, you're for sure going to know him. He's going to come and lay down some tunes for the FEB peeps. Okay, so we can have a little dance and stuff. And he's going to do a talk on like music industry fuckery, which is my fantasticest favorite subject ever. Yeah, it's fall. It's fall. We know. Bring it on. I love all that shit. So, as you can see, the title to my vlog has been taken from a Eagles track that I was not listening to earlier. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, Noah Martin's been listening to. No, I never listened to it at all. All right. I may have listened to the Eagles a little bit earlier. Okay, I thought, are they trying to tell us something? No, I don't trust them. It's just me. I don't know why. And the Tavistock Institute, should we take everything they tell us as like sanctum? Because they are fucking rotters after all. So is it true that you never get out alive? Fuck off with that shit. No, is it? No, we can get out. What about you can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave? Mirrors on the ceiling? Pink champagne on ice? So I think that's a pack of shit. Okay. Now, if we was to go along the lines with quasi-lunibus, by the way, as in the North Pole hole or the North Pole and the green light and all the compasses, the red needle showing us the way out of here, which is in the north, which I feel sort of vibrationally too, in some weird way. I keep thinking about the North Pole and have done probably for my entire life, which you'll see by my crazy book collection of North Polian things, you know? So it's North Pole. So is there a way out of the physical plane by going down to get out? Or is it actually above us that we get out? Now, this is what I think. This is just me, though. Okay, this is just me. I think it's a very distinct possibility, apart from we're in some sort of holodeck, okay, as in some sort of simulation in the physical realm, okay, that is presented to us. I'd say we were in some sort of lifeboat, possibly upside down, and they've been possibly trying to dig out or blast out of the hull, which is the dome above us, okay, for the longest time. And if the waters were completely flooding this place and there was a species of peoples that could breathe water, like the Phoenician mosaics in Rome and all of the watery wickedness and all of the fountains all show us an Aquaman. Dun, dun, dun. And don't forget, man from Atlantis, Patrick Duffy, yeah? Don't forget man from Atlantis. So, we're going to have a think about that, okay? And the fact that there's all of these remains, you can see this one behind me of obviously classical architecture of Alexandria, China has these, the Sea of Cayman off of India. You know, there's literally, if you was to Google how many underground pyramids alone there are, there's just like tens of thousands, millions of hits for these things, okay? There's that many. And there's all of these, you know, bits of antiquity still submerged. So could that be the case? Now, could it be the case that with Noah's Ark, you know, are we in Noah's Ark? But the Ark and everything about this place is save me. Save you from what? Can you be more specific? Save my mort dead. That's another thing. Mort all soul. So mort, EL, electrocuted dead, soul. Soul what? A fish. Hmm? So am I in the right place? Oh, God. Anyway. So, Moses. Okay, you know about Moses. You've heard about him. He dropped the tablets and broke them and had no nails with him because it hadn't been invented. Anyway, so it's all about escape, isn't it? Escaping the waters. You know, he gets this ark, he builds it, the water comes in, pop, he's floating. Yeah, off they are, floating a fucking way, hoping that they're going to land on top of a mountain. Ararat. Okay, what's got a rat in the title? Anyway, so Moses, like, parted the Red Sea, didn't he? Okay, they're talking about another Red Sea. Food for thought, food for your brain, food for your brain. So, part of British think tank peeps, I'm going to give you all a big shout. Somebody actually complained about my intro to 20 minutes. So, going on that, I think I'll extend it a bit. Okay. We're gonna have some giggles along the way, okay, guys, because that's what we do. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a really killer week on the In-Flight British. We've done so much. I can't believe I've had a lot of fuckery, admittedly, but like stayed, you know, vibrationally not letting it all get to me, because like I got you guys and the support of all of you, which is fantastic in this. Okay, to know, like, you know, what we got to do and stuff. So Biden. Okay. He's fucking mental, isn't he? He's proper mental. He's like Adolf Hitler. So now he's going like, well, you're going to all have to wear a yellow star. He doesn't talk in a Liverpool accent, by the way. You're going to all have to wear a yellow star. 300 million Americans have already had the jab and hardly anyone's died. All right, so somebody's fucking died then. Yeah, well, that's comforting then, isn't it? But I'm not happy with the non-maskers. I think everyone should treat them like shit and give them any abuse at any option. How about you guys? Yeah, we can't have a normal life with these, can we? So they're like doing the Jew on us, you know. This is definitely a fucking thing. You all know it, guys. So a lot of you, I guess, are just adamant, you know, this is such a serious business, you know, this is soul stuff that they're going to be jabbing our souls away with this. So we're not going to do it, even if it means whatever, they fucking kill us. But, you know, the fact still remains that, you know, it's probably a good idea to, you know, draw together as a unified community to seek a way out for our futures and our families' futures, right? Because we're not going to go along with it, are we? And they've got like all the world governments and all the armies and all the crazies in the fucking world on us, haven't you noticed? And we're nice. So we're beating them with love. It's like fighting fucking howitzers with feathers, isn't it? Although that can be done, thinking about it. Anyway, we got other weapons at Arsenal, okay? The love bomb is totally all-consuming, okay? Eventually, they'll be like having this general giving, I don't think I can actually do a drone attack on these people. Why? Well, I actually love Martin. You know what I mean, guys? That could happen. Fat thumbs generals, yeah, come on our side, yeah. Oh, it'd be epic. We'll have a right fucking riot. So anyway, Jungle Juice, I love that name. Quit the jibber jab. Quit your jibber jabbering. Do you want to find someone else to go if you're complaining about my jibber jabbering? Nicholas Diaz, April's in the house, and AD Jolly Man. What does jibber jabber mean anyway? I don't like that. It sounds like jubbly. There's a jabber. Jibber jabber. Jabber's justice. Okay, good to see you. Even if they were giving one jab per every second, with 0 issues. It would be till fuck all that. Take 6 years. No, mate. We can't do all of that with our lives. Yeah, they're saying like with the schools, you know, so kids can't go to school. So parents is like, shit, they've got to have an education. So we've got to go through with it. And then it's like, oh, well, I got to pay the mortgage. So I've got to get a job. And they're saying in work, I got to have it. You know, they're trying to like squeeze every fucking corner of anything we got to do to get away, you know, from these people, you know. We got to get out of this place, guys, if it's the last thing we ever do. Okay, guys, I'm telling you now. Trust me on this, guys. It ain't going good. Windows Underground, Esley. It's not going good for them, by the way. They actually think that they're in charge. That's the fucking comedy of it all. Yeah. Obviously, the royally fucked royals ain't a thing, are they? We all know they're actors. It's ridiculous. So they're not holding any fucking sort of power, whoever their handlers are. Okay. The real Bank of England, the real people. They've shown their hand. If this was a game of poker, that's what would happen. Esoteric Carding, thanks for setting all the carnage in my Telegram and everything. I'm working on it. It's just I haven't got any sort of way of adding moderators or something. Although I've been told that I have, but I haven't. Dragon Sage, good to see you, my friend. Stephen Turner, S could be lovely. And Jack is in the house. Lily Kim, Biden is totally mind-fucked. That's right, he is. Well put. Lisa Hattersley, good to see you, lovely. Free Minds, Julie, Mystic Desire. Right. Mystic Desire. A lot of Americans died from jabs. Yeah. Well, he did say, at least he was a little bit honest. He said, hardly anyone. Well, out of 300 fucking million, you know, how many are you talking about? Yeah. There was hardly anyone. It was only about 10%. So, like, tens of millions. Ugh. Whatever. So, Joanna, Esoteric Vertis, good to see you. Brandon is in the house. Martin, you need to read your email. I do, Brandon, but you wouldn't actually believe the amount of stuff that I have to go through in the day, yeah, with everything else. And I just try to catch up. It's just, no way. Okay. If you shake Teresa, going to meet Teresa, Anna Rugby, a old man. Yeah. Oh, we don't rugby tattle me, Teresa. Wayo Dino, Gary's in the house. And Scott. Three Fingers, Artie, Mid Floodage, the death spike after the vaccine. Okay, that's protein spike. EXP, watery, Julie, I say, curved water. Yeah, I don't know what, like, they keep, this is what I noticed as well, guys, is you go on Instagram and all these things, and they just give you, like, basically, a fuck ton of like statistics, and like apparently some printed out loads of words is reality on the internet. I'm like, well, who the fucking hell wrote that? I could do that. I could make that and just make shit up. So you know, where are we getting statistics from? What are we trusting exactly? There's the lies. People who mimic theirs are double bullshit lies. So we can't really trust anything they say. Welsh can't play. Take that back. Laura, good to see you. And right, I'm going to get underway. I'm going to have a little think about things. There's Dean. Let's all take shrooms and then report our findings. There's Boo. Boo there. She sent me a laptop that she found in a cupboard. She says she's going to send it tomorrow or something, which is for the convention, which is absolutely fantastic. That turns up. Thank you so much, Boo. Oh, that's what I used to call my baby when he was a baby. I used to say Boo. It's my sort of, you know, pet names for babies. Ugh. Kathleen, good to see you. I've got a cousin Kathleen as well. Dave Weiss, sort of a cousin. King Snurgle Gerson, a Viking. Good to see you, Snurgle. Love that name. Lorena Simpson Stuff. Nice name, Mrs. Stuff, Miss Stuff. Bill Mill Flip. I'm trying to get 1,000 subs. Help me. Get some content out and keep persevering, my old China. That's one thing I've never done in 6 years of YouTube, is ever ask anyone for a fucking sub outside of this on the video. Not in chat streams, anyway. But good luck to you for doing truthing and everything else. Stephen Watson. Shrooms. Okay, then, if you must, get them down there. As you can see, it's completely trippy here today. Okay. So it'll look all trippy. And loads of the stuff, class quality stuff for you all the day. Okay, 600 odd of you watching. I'm going to get underway now. Dun, dun, dun. Flat of British, isn't it? You excited? Right. Let me just check my email, see if I've had any confirmation on that. No, I haven't. Now, I'm going to show you a video that just got posted on Holistic Media, who is India's channel, only about an hour ago. So I want to show that because it's like fantastic. Unfortunately, I got copyrighted on the music. So what I'm going to do is cunningly add music that I have from my bookage video. Okay, a bit of emotional piano music, and play the other video, and then I'll upload it to my Martin Lee Connector channel tomorrow, and then I'll share it everywhere. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, guys? Yeah, that. Okay, let's have a go and see how this goes down. So, Street Truth, good to see you. Dick is in the house as well. Good to see you, my friend. Arthur, Street Truth. Lisa's here. Lisa Hat, Lineage. Good to see you, lovely. Call Zero. Call for Zero. Hippie shake. So yeah, what I meant all week, some of the stuff that's coming in is just off the radar. But Staffords has got everyone's attention, especially I never knew. I've been looking into them for nearly 5 years now, guys, and I'm telling you what, I had no idea about this in Britain. Everywhere. Do you live in Belfast? Stafford City. Do you live in Portsmouth? Stafford City. Do you live in Plymouth? Yeah, Duck. What? Oh, come on. Let's have a laugh, is it? Or things. Yeah. The Grim Reaper's breathing down your neck. What you need to do is like fuck him back. Yeah. Sly elbow. Have a laugh about it all. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to have to mute my microphone for a second. I'm going to have a look. And there's 650 odds if you're watching. And make sure to share this out, right? Because there's juice for the next like 2-3 possibly hours. Splatooey, you into that? Okay, it goes quick, so you just gotta like hold on to your Brian because we move in rapid concession. You're on flight of British, all right? Roller coaster there. Got a lot of truth in. You into that? Okay, share this out. Fuck me, that worked. I had goose pimples then. That really worked. So as you can see, that's pretty fucking fantastic, guys. Okay, this is where, and we do something they're not going to be keen on. Okay, this is where a load of good people, truthers, get together, let their head down, zero fucks given. Okay, to enjoy yourself. Okay, speak to other people about what we've fucking been through with this bullshit, guys. You know, get it off our chests. You know, we've been through a lot, and I'm telling you what, truthers, they get it harder than them. Yeah, them, they don't even have to think about it, so they haven't got the emotional strain that we have, you see. So we know, we feel the pain and the strain of all of them, what they do in our families. So this is a time for us, and I tell you what, guys, we fucking deserve this. Okay, none of you will miss a thing. I'm making sure, okay, that this is streamed as other people come in to stream it as well, to make sure nobody misses a second. Okay, this is what I'm going to try and do. Okay, so this is going to be fantastic, as you can see. Now, wow, that was wicked. You know, I got a lot of love and respect for these people, guys, and you know, the people who just stood up in this fucking time, you know, to say their truths, you know, regardless of the personal cost as well, you know, to their lives as well. Really take something special. It's like, really feel that. So anyway, lucky us. Let's share screen and get on with the show. Okay. So if you like the ocean, apparently you're a thalassophyte. Thalassophyte is a lover of the ocean. I do. I grew up at sea. I was literally conceived on the water at sea. Basically, a New Year's Eve party, apparently at the stroke of 12. Oh, never mind. So, isn't it crazy how pufferfish, right? I really dig pufferfish, right? Mind you, I did have an uncle once, Otto, who had a lamp made out of a pufferfish, but I actually loved that lamp. So a pufferfish dude, right, he spends all his days, right, knocking up a Staffords to impress a chick that goes sailing past, okay? Now, this is a bit like what goes on above, isn't it? Yeah? And she's like, wow, that's some castle, honey. And he's in. Look at his little smile on his face. He's like, kerching. Happy ting. So you've seen, like, I guess these bas reliefs from Mesopotamia and out where they look like they got some bag, maybe of animal skin or something, but air in it. Certainly they're breathing underwater. But the Phoenician mosaics, which I'll show you later, they're all underwater. So could it be really that we're in like a snow globe type of affair, just the plane in here and the defining edge out here somewhere in the South Pole? Okay, is that what you feel? Is that what you feel? Or is it, if this was a simulation, these edges wouldn't even be unrendered if no people had actually set eyes on it, per se, according to the laws of reality, what they tell us. But I feel it's somewhere in between. I think we're certainly upside down. This looks like an upside down ship. The moon, when it's crescent, looks like a ship. And the idea that we're on the back of a turtle as well, which we'll look at all Asian cultures actually say we're under a dome structure in some sort of box or room. So what if it is the case, guys? We're anchored here. The anchor man on the news will tell you all about it. So what if it's the case that we were an underwater species? Not us, maybe, per se. It's hard to say. But there's so much antiquity under the water. Now, these buildings would have definitely survived a flood, and most of them in the modern day, even today, you can see that the bottom bits have always suffered flood damage. It looks like water's receded in a hurry, almost like somebody pulled the plug out. Nice one, Flat Earth British subscriber channel, my brother. And as you can see, the waters, they do rise. Okay, but like literally, guys, think about it. What if this world was smashed, not by water coming in, but the water going out quickly? It would have the same effect. This is a sea violet. You have some obscure species in the water. They say, you know, they used to say, oh, we know more about space, so made up shit, than we do about water. You know, if they really had their shit together, yeah, we should be inhabiting underwater dwellings, you know, off the seasides, you know, like underwater cities and stuff. But do they do that shit? If they do, they're not telling us about it. But that's the way to go. you know. So yeah, I was conceived at sea. I grew up from my earliest years. I got photographs of me as a baby on ship's deck. All my childhood, all my adult life really is connected with the water. And I never feel more at home. There was a time in my life when I couldn't stand on dry land because it wasn't moving. But the old snow globe in a reflection shows you probably the way this is the real way up, okay? That the sky, okay, that we look up to is actually down, okay? Now, what if this thing was to be shaken up? It would be all, well, ruined, the world in sight, you know, catastrophes upon catastrophes, and it would create charges, plasma discharges, but eventually all of this would settle back down again into sedimentary deposits that we witness today, land. And like trees, I noticed that a lot of sea crustaceans and creatures definitely mimic aspects of humanity, I find. So I can't give you the name of the artist, but somebody quite some time ago, I think it was in the 60s, he put all of these statues under the water as some form of art. I'm wondering if he's actually trying to tell us something. So they are fantastic. Look the way nature takes these things back in the water, the same as on you know, above ground. And you get forests. You get like in the Atlantic, you got like the doldrums, and you got these immense kelp fields. And these things are just like the biggest trees, if you like, in the world. They go to the bottom of the sea and to the surface. Kelp. It's absolutely, you can't go through it. You can't be able to, you know, steer a ship through it. You have to avoid that area of the doldrums at all costs because there's no wind, which leads you to the question of why in this area of the North Atlantic on the way to America is there literally no wind. The wind just drops the fuck off. Yeah. So this is another artwork showing you, you know, that this culture, he's watching, you know, so obviously they had couch potatoes in the underwater world and where they were watching wet programs like, I don't know, have to think. I can't think. I was trying to think of a crafty name then. Look at him. He's like looking up. So yeah, we wouldn't know really if we don't know what we're in now because we've got no frame of reference for it. But we definitely are in a fluid, in a liquid. There's no doubt about the memory is in the liquid, is in the fluid, is in the water. The Hebrew for water is mem. So I think they were trying to tell us that the memory's in the water, in the membrane. And fishes. They named, you know, two of the ministers of Scotland, salmon and sturgeon, Nicholas Sturgeon. And, you know, they keep telling us right the way through the Phoenician paradigm, all about this watery thing. You've got to remember, you know, you're on sea time, maritime right now. And you've got the law of the land, which is maritime law. You've got to ask yourself why you've got to walk into a court and go into a dock in a courtroom. You've got to ask yourself why the maritime law is maritime when we're on dry land. You know, the Phoenicians have got all of this, this whatever it is covered, but I've seen cracks. I've seen hacks. I've seen ways to break them. I've seen ways to make them fucking squirm is what I've seen. And I've been carrying it out. And to some great success. Sorry to sound so cocky, guys, but like, you know what I mean? These guys got to come in. They're fucking evil and they don't care about any one of us. So yeah, something like that. In a great, you know, you got to think of the size of this place. You know, I think, you know, nobody thinks big enough. It's like, oh, this place is huge. No, it ain't. I've sailed all over this place in no time at all. You can cover most of this place in 2 weeks in a ship, guys. In days on a plane. It's just nothing. Okay, 24,000 miles it's supposed to be. They haven't measured it. That's what they make up in circumference of their stupid bullshit. Okay, so this place is like really, really small. Okay, so how do we know big it is outside? This could be just like lily-putted. Outside could be infinitely big, guys. Infinitely big. So there's the real space. As we know, space is water. Space bubbles. And they do all of their space stuff, okay, in pools. If you watch a video on YouTube, early days of the Gemini missions, the first sort of missions for Buzz Aldrin, he states the only reason they gave him the job, okay, was because he was a scuba diver. Yeah, no shit, 'cause you've got to do it in a fucking pool. Mermaids, right the way through our culture. Somewhere in between humans and fish. So they are half human. If they were half sticking out the water, especially a female half, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? So pyramids off the coast of Japan, and there's massive complexes still underwater. What if these were protection, as we've suggested before, beaver tam technology, where these were breakers for waves? What if they're still in these? Somebody could be living in them. So as you can see, you've got Greco-Romano columns and a floor deep under the water. So some parts, like I said, Alexandria and stuff, never made it out of the water when it receded. Alexandria. And the pirate city, which I've talked about umpteen times, Port Royale, which is the wickedest city on earth, which basically disappeared into the sand in a terrible, terrible event, a tsunami. And it was all apparently, packed on a sand spit just outside of the city of Kingston in Jamaica. And the city was completely destroyed, as you probably know about if you follow Flat Earth British. Cover story. So all of this, I think that's where the saying cover story came from. We'll look at some Phoenician motifs later. These are the things, the decorations they put on the front of any of the buildings after a reset. You can see this, you tear that ship back, red brick underneath. Look at that, that's beautiful, isn't it? So there's many, many places, as you can see, still underwater. Food for thought. This one, I believe, is somebody said it was in Japan. I got pulled up about it once because I thought it was Port Royale, but still, it's the Imperial Lions, isn't it? Or the what looks like something to do with the British Empire. And that's netting tech we talk about with the pyramid lattice work for energizing. And what would have been a street deep under the water. So what if, that the people were just walking or swimming in this stuff, in these monuments, because they're still pretty intact underwater, wouldn't you say? And in Aquaman, they show you this subterranean Atlantean world where they're all just swimming along in what looks exactly like Greco-Romano architecture, does it not? That's really cool. So, diving into the water, down you go to the real world. Like that, guys. Just like that. Why not? Why is that? It's not on my frame of reference. I can actually visualize this world. And you got to remember, guys, we are literally enter this realm in our mother's wombs and we're breathing water. We're breathing water. We come out. We're birthed. Again, the Phoenicians, if they find a birth, we're birthed out of the canal. Yeah, it's all there. And then when we're born, okay, we can't breathe. Some of us need a smack on the ass to kickstart us and get our lungs going. And then our lungs are gasping for breath, trying to get into this sort of weaker or thinner viscosity liquid that we find ourselves in. You've got to remember in, chemistry, they're saying there's only one atom away, hydrogen atom away from oxygen is water, guys. H2O, as you know, is just that close. In their bullshittery, which can't be proved. Ask Pete and Pete. So this lady from the Greco-Romano world has a homunculus. What about homunculus? What if she's the actual size of the people at that time, a giant? And what if the homunculus were actually us or the previous occupants? Homunculus could have been bred evil, but there's good and evil in this place. So why would God, in his infinite wisdom, maybe, he was lonely, so he created a Legoland world. He put everyone in there. Okay, we don't need everyone to play this game out of a few billion. We only need a few. And the rest can just, get on with their lives, whatever. Yeah, NPC type of affair. And the players in it, what if we were being watched? What if this was a fish tank, a big fish tank, and we were very small, but they could see us because they had some sort of technology where they could see us, just like they got in Jason and the Argonauts when Susanna York is looking into the pool with Laurence Olivier saying, should we help Theseus? And he's like, no, fuck him. She's like, yes, I know. I was thinking that. So that's nice, isn't it? And in Japan as well, many, many antiquities which look quite Egyptian, really, proving that there was a entire culture that never made it back up to the surface. This is Egypt, Alexandria. So they've been bringing a lot of these art pieces up, and they've been displaying them. Perfect nick. These statues are in perfect condition, and as are the monoliths, and as are the buildings. So, food for thought. And we've seen these drains. I've seen these drains in a book called Mundus Subterraneus, and I've always wondered about them. They were vortices, basically, were basically whirlpools, big ones. There's one off of Norway, it's still there now, it's famous. And these things are like massive, and all they do is just empty water into a hole. Yeah, like forever. They just water, the sea keeps going down these plug holes. And I got to thinking, well, maybe that's why Kirsta was mapping them out. Maybe these was the plug holes that got the water off the plane after this was placed, after they drained the fish tank. Yeah, after they drained the fish tank, leaving slurry, mud, as it would, the mud flood, and erect antiquity, as it did, and then come in and do repairs. And it would look something like that, I guess, if it'd been underwater. Just ruined, sludge at the bottom. But then building certainly could take it, no doubt about it. Whew, that was a bit of psychicness. I thought, take my candle in case my lighter's flint pops out. Yeah, I literally thought that, and it just popped out. Got it covered, guys. Got a candle, yeah? Fucking nailing it, yeah. So, look at the mud flooders, yeah. But they've had a floodage. The underwater world. So I'm not sure if that's a sword, but it looks like a knife. So what I'm suggesting here is, like, I guess what you're thinking, that's a giant's cooking knife, because that's not man's, because a man couldn't lift that because it would be heavy and stupid. What were they eating? Most of the point with a knife that size. It's even got the bit on the end, so it's guaranteed this is a fucking knife, guys, to jam the wood on, right? So I can't imagine this being set up that they got 3 divers to go down to pick up this thing, which definitely got patina and looks old and weathered by water. So what do you reckon on that? Giant certainly existed. Yeah, it's a giant chopper way up. Yep. Belong to the Jolly Green Giant, says Jughead. Down in the valley of the Jolly Green Giant lives a horny green man who grew up with a corn. Oh, never mind. So, yeah. So you can imagine, right? So the Phoenicians coming up in from the water to when there's air above the water, okay, because the water's receding, but there's no land as such. And the first thing they would have saw was the sun, and it would have looked like a corona to them. And maybe that's the idea why the queen has a crown, the corona, why they call it the corona, because it's the first thing they saw when they come to the surface, broke the water for the first time. Venus broke the waters for the first time. So, yeah, look at the size of these megaliths off of Japan. Fascinating, isn't it? Suddenly, the bottom leveled off, and the Nautilus was again in deep water, and she just crossed uncharted waters mountain range. Oh, sorry, that's to do with North Pole exploration, and not really needed for this postage. So we've talked about floating islands, they're a thing. Sorry, that's mud flood. And we've talked about breaking the sky with Staffords in our last post. And now we're wondering whether we're in a capsized lifeboat like the Poseidon affair, and they've been trying to get out through the hull, which is the dome, to escape cyclical events like this lifeboat getting shaken up somewhat, okay, and ruining the antique world. Look at this. This thing here, you've got a waterfall here, or excuse me, a fountain, haven't you? You can see the Phoenician decoration. Look at this thing here, though. What does that look like? It's a speaker, doesn't it? Or a tannoy? So that wouldn't surprise me at all if they, of course, they had tannoys. They probably, the Phoenicians probably had big bass bins and stuff. And I bet their music was funky. Why not? Okay, we've looked at them. So let's move on a little bit. Oh, this is Port Royal here. This is a bell and a church. The bottom of Port Royal. I think that one's Port Royal as well. I guess that is too. Which is off of Jamaica, by the way. Another city. which is submerged. So let's have a look at that. So that's another artwork. Somebody's trying to tell us something with these underwater sculptures. What's she banging her head on? And I guess I've never been in one of these underwater aquarium things, but I would really love to. As long as the shark didn't break the glass, trying to come and say, Martin, yay! And getting all excited, like, and then break the glass. Because, you know, me and animals and fishes, we all got an affinity. Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's pretty. So see, look at that. This is the seabed, and somebody's caught the photograph of it. I guess that's frozen over there. Absolutely beautiful. And that's the idea anyway. So they got enough, I guess, sort of evidence in antiquity, which we'll look at a bit later, to suggest. Now, the idea is the fish tank, isn't it? So you imagine, like, you know, they got us all in a fish tank, they're looking in, you know, the Phoenicians, you know, pissing around with us, what have you. And fish tanks sort of definitely tell us they have little cities at the bottom of fish tanks, don't they? And the fish just swim around them. What's with that? What is with that? They look really cool. Who thought it up? Why did they thought it up? Because sunken cities, and they look rather fantastic as well. If you've got like a fish tank, they look rather fab, don't they? Really trippy, in fact. So I do love fish tanks, and but it's a really time-consuming habit. But really relaxing to watch your fishes fly around and do their trippy shit. And remember, a fish does not swim, it is swum. A bird does not fly, it is flown. That's how this ether works in this place, in the water too. Okay, so fish tanks of castles, more extensive forts. Back to Staffords, extension of yesterday. These are fantastic. No, so as I said, my friend Melage discovered some in like Nottingham area, in a place called Newark, a Stafford system, right? So I took these up this morning. Now, these are absolutely fantastical. They are, without doubt, the best Stafford maps that I've come across, and I collect Lead Van der Haar atlases. But first thing I noticed is, wow, it looks exactly like the internal combustion engine. And come on, guys, they didn't build these just for the conventional cannon and knights and whatever they say was going on in the English Civil War period. These things are super tech. Even today, they would be super tech, guys. It's just, what is it? And that's in Tournai. And Breeder, we've looked at many times. This is one of the best you'll ever see in color. It's just fantastical. So what you got to get around you, Brian, is all major cities of the world, on the coasts as well, they got satellite ones, just the most extensive Staffords. Then you got to think to yourself, fuck me. So every city in the world was scared to death of being attacked by what exactly? Hordes and armies of knights with trebuchets and shooting cows or what have you. The pings off these things. To me, it looks like they break up something else coming in, like a wave form, because of the way it's stealthed. You see, this would obliterate a waveform and break it up. And this is what this would do. So probably if they're using like, oh, thanks, DNN. Oh, that's super kind, lovely. Oh, fucking hell. So Brussels, super duper. And again with Brussels, and we're going to show in many now in a minute, they got the shape of brain, possibly the human eye is what you find. Okay, whether they did that deliberately, I know they did it with Amsterdam and New York, look exactly like a beaver, and the animal beaver. And there you are. Look at that. That is like mind splatting. What are we looking at? If you took the idea away that these were supposed to be in some sort of, you know, late Middle Ages, what they call bastions, what they renamed them bastions, citadels and fortresses for defensive purposes, okay, then you got to have a really deep think, because sacred geometry is involved here and all the thinking in the world, you know, like geniuses on toast stuff, guys. Yeah, they can't replicate this shit now. This is just the mentalist stuff. Copenhagen. Wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. Friendly old fish from the sea. I love Copenhagen. And I seen that little mermaid as well on the stone. And I was like, what? That's it? It's fucking tiny. I thought it was massive. My brain turned it massive. No coinky dink, right? That they got the British forces off the beaches of Dunkirk, you know, like hundreds of thousands of them in the evacuation of Dunkirk. Okay, guys, Dunkirk. Yeah, no wonder the British holding the line. Yeah, did so well. Yeah, because apparently the British rearguard at Dunkirk shipped miracles and kept the Germans at bay to evacuate all these British on these beaches. You see, look at the Staffords of it. Same for Verdun and same for Ypres and all of these cities to do with the wars. And the engineering of South Sea Common and Woville Heath, Portsmouth. So Pompey, Portsmouth, the port of Portsmouth, is not only one Stafford. I bet if you was living in Portsmouth, you never knew this, guys. I never. Yeah. It's just massive around the whole city, and I guess the port as well. And on the other side of the river, huge Stafford systems for Portsmouth. Blew my head off when I seen that. And look on the coast down here as well. Yeah, as you enter the channel here, there's other Stafford, and here and here. I'm guessing the whole of Britain is absolutely saturated, which it is. Look at this, Harwich. I've been out of Harwich half a dozen times, guys. I had no fucking idea. Right on the end of the spit here, yeah. When you come out of the wash, out of Harwich to go to Holland or what have you, and then to the Hook of Holland, you go from Harwich on ferries, right? And you go past the spit, and there's like literally big star forts on the end. Langard Fort, like literally star forts around Harwich. It's like, what? Suffolk, there's another one up there as well. It's like, what? Honest to God, guys, I had no idea Britain was so saturated till this week. It's come as a real shock. Also, Lake Niagara, you know this is famous for the power stations. Look at this. Huge Stafford. What's going on, guys? Are you telling me every single country in the world is sharing their battle plans or their plans for defenses? Because every country in the world is replicating Staffords, and they're all on this crazy, crazy design. Obviously, there's something else clearly going on, isn't there, guys? Look at that. That's for Niagara. And Fort du Campagne, 1736. Oh, this looks circuit boardy. Let's have a look. Oh my God, that looks so circuit boardy. I'm guessing these are trench lines. But look at the technology for the era, though, guys, you know, to do this. If they obviously didn't build it this time, but I'm just saying they repurposed them. We found evidence of this, guys, in a document where a Polish person of the court took evidences to the King of Poland saying, I think these forts or whatever they are in the countryside should be better utilized as defenses. What say you, sire? And he's like, well, yeah, they're covered in mud, aren't they? Doing sweet fuck all. I think that's a great idea. So they dug them out and they reused them as defenses. Look at this one, Wismar. I've been to there. It was East Germany at the time. And there was a guy waiting on the quay called Klaus, and we went for a burger with him. He was about 7 foot. He was safe as fuck, old Klaus. I say old, he was young. And look, Stafford, chains of them all the way around. How can any enemy impregnate this if it was like, you know, fucking real? It's just ridiculous, guys. It's something else. It's all connected. What looks like wires. This looks technical. It's just crazy. So what else we got? Yeah, that's a nice Stafford. And that's the building that goes in it. It's a nice little palace. Again, with these trench systems that look like electrical cables. Again, with this one. Look at this. Where's this? Oh, excuse me. I'm not actually sure. It's in Germany. Stralsund, wherever that is. Stralsund. Sounds Scottish, Strat sounds, well, it's city, isn't it, obviously? But I'm just saying it sounds Scottish. Stafford here. Whole of this is an island, Stafford. Wow, that's fantastic. And the topography goes up, so we're surrounded by hills. These go into the hills. Get quite high here. Okay, if you know to follow contour lines, they're quite handy, guys. Especially if you're going walking. I can't make that out, I'm afraid. It is not sure, but another fantastical Stafford. It looks incomplete at that period because they're still digging the mud out. We followed this in my first book, Holy Grail. of our flat Earth concerning Amsterdam. Look at all these bits. You know, it's like, well, we got all the end bits done for the attack, but we added another bit and another bit and another bit on after, just in case they all fail. And we safeguarded, we added another bit and another bit. Is that all right? Yeah, that should keep the enemy away on their horses in the mud, shouldn't it? Look at all this. And then they ping off them with cannonballs, or they absorb in the case of a famous Stafford in the American Civil War. That's a brain. That looks like a punk rocker or even a helmet with spikes, but it looks like a hedgehog. Yeah, Com Gilby named them hedgehogs, but yeah, it looks like the Brian, even an eye. Yeah, there got to be something in that, and it even looks like the central, you know, the cortex, and even like the pineal gland thing going on here, guys. It's like they've replicated an eye. But yeah, that's one protected city. What from? What are they hiding from? Why are they so worried? The armies and the animals at the time, it's not nothing to be, it's just bullshit, what they're telling us. Huntington, excuse me, on the Rhine. Wow. Wow. See, that doesn't strike me as anything to do with military. It strikes me as something like out of a, you know, a sci-fi movie. Really does. Super futuristic. Bays. Super futuristic. Whatever these are, I can't even tell you. I guess support lines, what have you, but they look like conduits. Look at that one. Looks like a piston, and even got the piston head coming up. We've suggested everything with Staffords, everything that the, you know, in the past, guys, everything from, oh, these were, you know, basically terraforming, because some of them got buildings, the steam coming out in the middle. So terraforming units post reset to basically get this place inhabitable. We've also juggled with the idea that they were making energy through the water going through them, so they were some sort of battery, because they're called batteries. So we thought that as well. We have thought about them as recently as punching holes in the sky, but they are all connected. They're all super connected, interconnected. And why do the ends look like pistons? And why do they look so similar to the internal combustion engine? So yes, these are some of the best I've seen. Geneva, on Lake Geneva, where they keep all the dough and cernes, etc. It's got a fantastic Stafford around there. What are they protecting themselves from? This is insanity. Mittelberg, German city, massive. Again, like the human Brian thing going on. Smaller, but, you know, still interconnected, fractal nature. Same with this. That one's beautiful. Looks like an owl. You see the two eyes, the mouth, and like a little fat owl. Can you see that? Little fat owl. Once you see it, you can unsee it. And that looks like a little fat owl too. And that's Philipsburg. Little fat owl. So they're copying animals, are they? Plans of attack for Bergen. Oh, it's been to Bergen so many times. Look at this. Antwerp, Copenhagen. They're all different cities. Why are they calling them that? Antwerp, Copenhagen, King William. I guess they're just calling each pointy bit different names. Still interesting why they would do that. Holland, Zealand, Diedem, Friesland, wherever that is. Whoa. Why would they do that? Maybe it was an international army. Look at this one. Holy fuck, that is stunning. Nothing around it. It looks mud and just this just unbelievable structure. And that is Thuren. Don't know where that is, but it's got a J. Really weird looking J, but it's nothing to do with a 1 unless somebody's covered the J with a 1 after. So we got a 703 here. I'm afraid I don't know where Thoren is. Thoren. Power 4. Oh my god, I feel 4. I-762 Plymouth. It's got a bit of a bigger Stafford from the earlier map. Massive. Wow, that was in, excuse me, Portsmouth. Mind blowing, mind blowing. British towns, check Portsmouth. Got to get down. I got to see these Staffords. I got to get these places for videos. For fuck's sake! Oh, there's one in Wales that somebody sent me video photographs for as well. That's Bergen in Zoom. Oh, what does that look like? Kidney shaped. I don't know. That one's kidney shaped. What's that one? Sorry, I don't know where that is or what that even says. Really, is that a P? Pecan? Afraid I don't know, guys. So, how many of you watching? 851 of you. Wow, fantastic as that. Can you make sure to share this out? And we're going to get into some more juice because we're going to Staffords it out. Look at Breeder, though. It's got all of these crazy little Staffords right the way around here. And then the massive Stafford craziness in the center. What for? What for? This is what Newark looked like. This is Colchester. Right, so Colchester was supposed to fall into Boudica, right? So she's supposed to took St Albans, Colchester, London, burnt them, sacked them. And then we have the siege of Colchester by the Lord Fairfax in 1648, First English Civil War. And the whole thing is a massive Stafford system. Wow. Wow. Well, I can't imagine them building Stafford systems just to, when the country was in such a state, just to, fight the English Civil War on the same design as every single Stafford in the entire world is doing different things at different times. Friesberg, fantastic. Now that's on the Rhine. So Germany, I thought had the lion's share, and Holland and Belgium, etc., and France, but not anymore. Look at Lille, which got the most fantastical cathedral in the middle, by the way. Wow. So just bursting out of the ether, fractal geometry. It's just craziness. Look at that. Wow. That is just super duper duper trippy. Oh, it's a fantastic stuff, yeah. I must say. Some of the best Stafford images I've come across. Matterland. Oh, is that Mayland or Matland? Don't know Matland. Mons, First World War, splattered, Second World War. We know why now. Rotterdam, also a big Stafford. Not quite sure, but wow, that's fantastic, that one again. So look at that one. So this is why we thought they were terraformers, because of these castle-like structures in the middle. So we thought that they, using the water, boiling it up, turning it into steam to get clouds again and make rain and so grow crops, because everything after a mud flood is just slurry and mud, like the bottom of a fish tank, basically, because that might be the case. So, lovely people, we carry on. Wonders of Flatterday. How are you all feeling? Let me know in chat how you are all feeling. Everybody happy? Everyone feeling the magic vibe? Lovely Lee. Ah. Sid's in the house. Bandana, love her is in the house. All of you, I'm going to come back and shout you all now. Let me just cover this bit first. Remote control fish is the future. Oh, I love it. This is a Stana, and it's like it's Uzbekistan capital, isn't it? It's the Illuminati headquarters at the moment. They got a phoenix they've made into a lake. All this Masonic sacred geometry, the compass and everything else. Probably got an owl in there somewhere. Up to a pyramid. And, this is like absolute crazy. If you Google Astana, we covered it a couple of years ago on Flat Earth British, but I never seen the phoenix before. But, looks really attractive in a way, but it's like, it's Masonic fucking bullshit, isn't it? So, this, okay, vibes are amazing, Kelly, wicked. Right, this is a tree that's fallen on water, right? Now, what does it look like stuck in it? Nah, man, apparently this is a natural feature. I'll show you now. I thought, well, somebody's just taking their time and just hit a load of coins in there. But this is the root. The whole tree looks like it's actually made of coins as it lays there. Can you see what I mean? There's a coin there, coin there, coin there, coin there, coin there. Go back, I'll show you from the beginning. So coins, So how long's that tree been there? And why would people make the effort? And look how long, if they're that deep in the tree, how is that even possible? You're just hammering them in there for hundreds of years. Is this some sort of magic tree? Is this a sacred tree? Is this one of the old trees? Anyway, I thought it was really intriguing and quite beautiful. And I thought, wow, look at it. You can see there's a queen's head. And the others look like coins as well. So yeah, somebody's gone to that effort. It must be a local tradition. Money sure does grow on trees, Jungle Juice. Nice one. This is in Arizona. And it's a crazy feature. I looked into the geology of it. It's usual bullshit. But they said it's in a really arid area of Arizona. I just got told just now Arizona's unusually cold right now. Doesn't it look like brain matter? It looks like some sort of, giant stuff. Look at all the pores in it though and stuff. Is this like what exactly? It's this craziness on that photograph. This is nice. This is a hotel in Mexico, and I would love to go to this place. Imagine I would live like this. So basically, you get a barrel to go and live in, and they look big enough. Look, I bet they got little kitchens and shit going on. But in Mexico, you can go and live in a barrel. Anybody in the chat love that idea? Yeah, I love that idea myself. So, roll out the barrel. So, as I said about mosaics, I collect mosaics. I've got an ace collection of Phoenician, Roman, Greek sort of mosaics. And what they replicate, what you find is, this is in Turkey. It doesn't matter if you're in Turkey, Anatolia, Greece, Crete, Rhodes. It doesn't matter if you're in Italy, in Spain, in North Africa. They will show you the exact same culture, which is this, the Phoenicians. And to me, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, maybe the angels haven't got wings. Maybe the wings are actually fins. Maybe the Cherubinowskis actually got fins, because these look more like fins than they do wings. And he's like rock lobster. Actually, he's got a bit of the scorpions going on, probably because he's scorpion. And there's a cobra. But still, it's all an underwater thing with the Phoenicians. Like they're all living underwater. And look how deep this mosaic flooring, again, water swirls. But look what's covering it. Medluge. Just saying. So they had a big, massive load of mud go straight on top of that mosaic floor. No stone, no debris. It's a bit of agate in it, etc. But this is mud. Mud flood. Right. This is, as usual, Chinese epic stupid as fuckness. Yeah. So not only did somebody just thought, oh, well, I'll go and stick a staircase over the edge of a cliff. So when you walk on it, you can look at your possible imminent death. It'll give you a buzz. Yeah. That's just like typical Chinese, that is, isn't it? Attitude towards life. Stupid. Natural feature or real dude? Let's have a think about that. I think he's just telling us something in that photograph. I've got a hole in my knee, in my jeans, is what he's telling us. So yeah, what do you think? It's got eyes. It's got like literally defined eyes. It's got a brow. So yeah, going back to definitely more giantage. I'm thinking with the Phoenicians, they got their nose straight as well. Maybe that's something to do with breathing underwater. Oh, more Chinese epic stupid as fuckness. Yeah. Now, obviously, they're only paying them a couple of yen a day or whatever the currency is now in China. But like they had to literally convince people to take a wheelbarrow of concrete on that thing with impending death, no doubt, every single day. I wonder how many people die on that. And why are they putting it there? Again, epic levels of stupid fuckness exhibited by the Chinese. They keep doing this. It's really fucking annoying at this point. So yeah, the Chinese mosaic floor, everything's about the bathhouse. With the Phoenicians, they have the bathhouses because they want to get back in the water. You know, like Daryl Hannah has to sit in a bath to keep her, her fin bits wet. Because if she gets out of the bath, she turns back into a woman. You know what I mean? So this is a pool mosaic with fish, and it looks like a pool of water. Beautifully done. It's actually got depth and a shadow. So clever for the ancient world. Oh. So this is a fossil of agate, and it's got all flower petals locked into it, interconnecting. 'Tis beautiful. 'Tis nature. Nature. 'Tis beautiful. So I've been looking into Roman road design, actually, and thinking, why the fuck did they skip all of this and go with the current method of road laying, which is shit. You get potholes, it falls to pieces, and just caves in after time. Roman roads, which is supposed to be there 2,000 years, not that long, obviously maybe 700 because they're still there now. They use this technology of, so it's concrete, okay, or cement that goes underneath with their volcanic ash in it to give it hardness. Also, the beauty of concrete, which might be, you know, a bit of a clue to what we've been suggesting, concrete can be set underwater. You can build stuff underwater with concrete, and you can lay stones, and you can set them underwater with concrete. Did you know that? So they could have been building literally this stuff underwater, because you can build underwater. So yeah, nice little V for strengthened, some more filler, and some lovely cobble interconnecting on top. This here is what they put apparently all over cemeteries of the Tartarian era, or the Victorian era, they call it. Mort safes or mort cages. So people had these in case some crazy doctors or Birkenhair come to steal your body and sell it to medical science. Okay, you know, the same people they trust now. Or some people could turn into vampires, werewolves, zombies, or anything else. So more to safe them in so they can't escape from their grave, because they wouldn't think to just go the other way, tunnel out and come up from this way. That would be too much thinking. Think Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah, build 3 tunnels. Yeah. This is the oldest colorized version of the Bible in antiquity. Apparently, it's housed in Ethiopia. It's protected by a big fuck-off army. You can't go near the thing. And look what it shows. The 2 pillars, the curtains, exactly the same as the Phoenicians. You've got the 2 curtains, like the show, like the stage. Okay. Yeah. So there's some Masonic pillars as well. And I'm not sure what these 2 eyes or things signify here, but they definitely 100% got the dome. But above the dome, they got trees and flowers and vegetation above the dome, also on this one. See the trees and the flowers? These even look like air balloons. They really do. So the oldest illustrated Christian Bible in existence, and is housed in 4,000 foot above sea level. It's protected by a huge army. Many secrets with the country of Ethiopia. They have many mystical things and reliquary, and said to have the Ark of the Covenant. So this is a tool used and practiced by the Vatican in the Spanish Inquisition, but they don't have to call it the Spanish Inquisition. It's the Inquisition. Every country had one. So the score is if you believe, we would let you go. In fact, we will pay for a prostitute later. If you don't, we're going to crush your hands with this hideous torture device. So basically, they just crush your hands if you don't basically do the old Xerxes, get down on one knee and suck all up, is what they want you to do. If you don't suck all up, they're going to fucking crush your hands. Is that some sort of, like, you'd want to get into that sort of thing? It's like, no, it's bad news, isn't it? Yeah, just saying. This is the boudoir of Marie Antoinette. I bet people used to slip off of the bed. It's so silky. Can you imagine tripping in this place? Yeah, it's spooky. It belonged to Marie Antoinette, and she was definitely a fucking witch. But yeah, she had mad taste if she did choose all this. And this is in Fontainebleau, where she was basically where her yard was, and that is her bed. Yeah, so apparently Marie Antoinette used to lay in there, and in a trippy world. What do you think of that? Nice bird. Nice bird indeedy weedy, considering they're saying we had these harsh, you know, like the queen. Basically, the princess that felt the pee. There was a pee under the bed. So they had about 20 mattresses on. Well, you know that tale. I wonder if there's a clue. So this lady, I know it's bitty. Look, let's look at this in a humanitarian aspect, okay, guys? This lady is helping this possible husband, okay? I can't just imagine her just roaming past and, you know, giving a random stager. You are, love. Have something to eat. Yeah, yeah. He's like, he gets both, doesn't he? He gets a double whammy, doesn't he? He gets something to eat as well. Like, it's like, don't give it all to him, ma'am. I want some. She's got, oh, don't worry, I got the other one for later. So yeah, she's caring for possibly her old man who's getting malnutrition in a jail. So she's giving him a bit of pity, which is apparently doable. This is an armor-piercing shell that was shot into a panzer tank or tiger tank because they had like mad thick armor plating. So they had to invent these rounds, and they invented one, but there was a thinness on the back plate. Apparently, was the weakness of the tiger tank. But they managed to penetrate, but this one didn't go off. If it had gone through and exploded, it would have been a hell of a fucking mess. But they didn't really have much success with penetrating. Look at the armor plating on the German Panzer. It's insane. And they still managed to get one through it. Wow. And if I could never went off. So yeah, armor piercing rounds of World War II. Imagine what they got now. So this is pink, also known as cherry marble. Apparently, happens naturally in this creek. What made it pink or cherry? The blood of something. So it's marble. And marble has always got like sinew in it and like little lines and stuff, exactly like sinews of giants and things. It's like, you know, like there's like all of these, what are these? Red blood corpuscles from a giant or bits of chopped up meat. Looks like chopped up meat, doesn't it? Even got sinew in it. No, marble has got sinew. It looks exactly like sinew. It's got like all veins and stuff right the way through it. Is that the thing with marble? I wonder. Excuse me. Right, now. Oh, this is civilization. I can't remember now. I think it's in Mesoamerica, but they got this Monte Picchu thing. The top of the rock is missing if it is a rock. And this thing just sticks out of the jungle like you wouldn't believe. But what were they keeping out of the way of to get all the way up there, I wonder? So there's a load of Tatarians. It's no wonder they built the Great Wall to keep them out. Look at the size of these. Wow, they kick your head in, wouldn't they? If they were that way in kind. Because they're not. They're all like, we don't have to. We're Tatarians. This is the Botanical Gardens in Rio de Janeiro. Apparently one of the best examples in the world and has been protected for countless time. Apparently there's some rare trees in here and it's very famous and it's beautiful. So look at the size of them trees. Rio de Janeiro. So yeah, we've been having a good tree appreciation week this week. I think I should have tree appreciation hour every week. You know, just worship the trees. So this is to show you fake ass antiquity. This is the Gates of Babylon, right? And it now stands in a Berlin Museum. Only in the Berlin Museum, when you go to visit it today, they got blue marble tile all over it. Unfortunately, when they found it, there's no blue marble. So they basically Disneyland that shit up, stuck it, you know, maybe a few dinosaurs on there and a load of other bullshit, covered it in blue marble, stuck it in the Berlin Museum. Bingo. There's your Gates of Babylon. Their lies. Oh, this is a nice little cathedral. It's in France. And they just let nature take over. And eventually a stream has just burst through it. And a light. Absolutely love that. I'd love to walk in there on that stream. Just by there. Just by there. With the sun coming through. It'd be so trippy and atmospheric. The sound of the water dripping and flowing. Rippling, I should say. So I really like that. Nature taking this place back. And this is a famous wheel in a cathedral in Florence. And it's, what is the name of this wheel? It's got a special name. But it's definitely a special somatic pattern on this, and it's got like, you know, almost like a big base bin funneling outwards. Look, you don't get on a lot of them because most of them are just like not countersinked in, and they're on the surface. But this one's like way back, and then you got this, so it must have been like a real big vibration coming out of that one. So they're completely nuts in this place. The shit we got to put up with, guys. So in 1913, it was legal to mail children. With stamps attached to their clothing, children rode trains to their destinations, accompanied by a letter carriers for 53 cents. In one famous case, on February the 14th, 1914, a 4-year-old girl named Charlotte May Pierstoff was mailed via train to a home in Grangeville, Ohio, to her grandmother's house about 73 miles away because postage was cheaper than a train ticket. Just let that slide a minute. Wow. How times change, eh? Or not, as the case may be. Or it's just epic levels of fucking stupidity. I can't even tell anymore. Ooh, this one I want to see. This is in Wales land on here. This is Chester Cathedral. I've never been in there. Firstly, they got my favourite colour trippy blue on. Yeah, check the floor. Check the floor in Chester Cathedral. All right, I see the Masonic thing going on, but check the middle as well. Huh? How many points is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, indeed. But look at the decoration and the blue paneling. I don't know if they like bring it on with the lights, you know, make it look more purple. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning, that floor. I definitely want to get some photographs of that. Chester's not far. I was near it the other day. In a place called Nantwich. It was like miles, just a couple of miles from Chester. I could have nipped there. So this is a fantastic, beautiful German castle. They say it's one of the most beautiful castles in the world. Another one that begins with W, Wittenberg, something like that. But yeah, it's built on a Stafford. Obviously, the Stafford was there before, and they built this giant castle, different stone completely, on top. But it's got some vaulting in there. That's interesting. But yeah, look at the size of that on the Stafford, high up out of the water. So their highnesses are only called their highnesses because they lived on the high street. They lived high. They lived out of the water. This is the beautiful island of Capri. And you've got all the Phoenician in the world going on here. Again, with the linen over the head. The whale that she's sitting on. And the Phoenician faces here. That looks Chinese even. Like, that looks like Ganesh or something, without, you know, the elephant one, but just the flaming hair. And look how beautiful that is, the sea. The seas. So yeah, that's beautiful. I loved Greek islands. I've been on quite a few of them. What about that? So somebody's caught this at that angle, and that this feature, and that has to be a mathematical feature that they descend and they keep an absolute straight line there. And then the width of these look the same to there. So that must have been put into thought of the design of the 3 pyramids of Giza, guys. Have you seen that feature before? Oh, I haven't. Zul, Lydia, Zul, lovely. So yeah, that's fantastic. And this is apparently in Malta, in the Malta Cathedral. And these are supposed to be not only Knights of Malta, but Knights of St. John on the floor. And what I noticed, I can't really mag in, but definitely on this one and definitely on that one, looks like the Baphomet there too. Baphomet. On a lot of them, like the Baphomet, but a nice Templar in it. They were all like, I don't want to go into details. This is called the Mirror Hall in Versailles. Okay, guys, the Mirror Hall, the floor reflecting the ceiling. You know, these elites give us big fucking clues, but look at that, guys. Just fantastic. Yeah. Humanity apparently built this stuff. Humanity apparently did these artworks, guys. So why can't we do anything like this in the modern day? Why does everything look like Walmart and these modern shopping centers make me want to puke when I walk in them? Anyone want to tell me? Because they can't do it. They lost all the tech. Look at this. This is in mind block. I think it is in Germany. I'm just saying. Can't remember the city. Now, something's been blocked there, so it would have been a doorway going through here this way. But look at the underneath of there on that, just that little bridge. Why on earth would they go to the detail of that? Fantastic, beautiful bridge. So Dubai, because their buildings are so high, when they get like the fog coming in or the mist, you just get the biggest buildings. The Hajj Khalifa, biggest building in the world, and all of these just sticking out the top. This one's just got a tank on top, like a water tower or something. But yeah, that's trippy. I doubt about it. Look at the fog hitting that one and just curling around it. Never seen that. So yeah, so in the clouds basically. It's clouds, isn't it? This one's in Portugal. We looked into this back in the day. This is why I was suggesting using this one. I was going to use this as an example on my last vlog to do with Staffords, that this thing looks like it could get a load of energy together and just stick some sort of beam out there, a bit like the Death Star on Star Wars, you know, like the Death Star beam to punch holes in the firmament. So yeah, all of this hillside that it's on is completely man-made, by the way, or whoever made. They call this the Eyes of God Cave. That doesn't look like a real moon, and I don't think you'll be able to see the stars, so I'm guessing they've been photoshopped in by the look of it, but still, to give it adds to it. But yeah, it's still like eyes looking in. Twippiness. So, 924 of you, almost 1,000 people. Well, we're all going to have a little giggle in a minute, okay? If you are of a nervous disposition or anything, or, you know, you've got a sensitive Brian, you may not like stuff next, but probably will. You just be like lying to yourself. Really, you'd be thinking, this is funny. Oh, no, I must repent. So, did they put the house there first or the stones? I would say there was 2 wicked rocks there, and someone went, I'm going to bang a house between them. That would be totally safe, warm, and everything going on. And the vibration of the stones. Fantastic idea. Aye, solid house indeed, lady. So here's a Phoenician lamp post. Apparently. Oh, look at it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Not only that, isn't that a guillotine style? I think it is, you know. I think they got a giant guillotine thing posing as a lamppost. Look at the size of that lamp up there. Oh, it's gas in it. So a guy come along with a ladder, and he unscrewed that. He lit it with his little. Oh, it blew out. Try it again. Oh, it blew out. Oh, that's like the big one. Hang on, we're gonna need a crane. It weighs, you know, 1/4 of a ton to be able to light it in the morning and in the night. Obviously not. So that's stupid lamplighters, isn't it, guys? Obviously, that's electricity created by these crazy things. Look at that for a Tatarian building. Unfortunately, when they came along later and covered the Moorish minaret type onion dome affairs, which are beautiful, by the way, they stuck a fucking globe on top. So this is the Phoenicians all over, guys. Yeah, they covered it all up. They paved paradise and built a parking lot. They suck bad. Yeah, and it covered all the churches, the Tatarian churches with like gargoyles. I think there was all lovely stuff on them before, but you can't find out because got rid of it all. Now you've got like, oh, fuck me, wait till a wife finds out I got a pair of tits. Which is going to happen, Cyril, you know? And you're never going to go work anymore. You know that, don't you? The wife's not going to be happy about you having a pair of tits. Just saying. So. This one's definitely mud flood affected. It's mottle and daub without a stone, because you can see bits of mottle and daub there. And the mud has come down here, covered that bit, and then the front door's down there. So that's a nice old building. So another mosaic, and I absolutely love how they caught the amber of her eyes. She has something over her forehead. I think they do that, something to do with the Brian or the pineal gland, for sure. So that is so trippy. I did say it was a good night to be dropping stuff. If you know, I'm just saying. Trippy. So almost 1,000 people watching. Make sure to share this out, guys. Another 40 people. We're at the big one. Oh. So, that's fantastic. Ooh. Yeah. Also, the hieroglyphics are really good too. Domage. So this is nonsense. This is silly sausage stuff. It's to think that they're telling us, oh, this Roman road, okay, and this is really hard stone, right? It's not like, it looks a bit porous, but guys, it's supposed to be in there 2,000 years. So they say, oh, well, 2,000 years of horse and cart has carved out this gully in a Roman road. Then they keep saying this, and we've seen these New Earth posted these sort of things across mountain tops, and they go off in straight lines. And I would really do think that this is probably some sort of maybe rail link, maglev link, something else going on with these. There's no way a cut. And all horses and carts had exactly the same width, did they? Yeah, that looks like if you ain't got your standard width of horse and cart, you're going to end up your wheel in there and fucking tipping over and have a right old bad state of affairs with it all. Yeah, like this, look. The water collects in them. So they're not drainage. They're saying it's from horse and cart. That's a bit of a thinner road. So obviously in Rome. And there again, worn away horse and cart, but it looks footprinty. These are hexagonal stones are really interesting because they're similar to Puma Punko or something. They're really, really tight fitting. Like hardly any joints on them. So yeah, they say 2,000 years that has been used and stood there and it's been worn away. We know that's a lie. So this is also a lie. Now, I spend quite a bit of time in the north of England, in Nottingham, where Robin Hood was awfully nice. He met the poor people once. He said, yes, they were awfully nice, the poor people. Not really. Robin of Locksley, okay, it's supposed to be real. And this is supposed to be where he's buried in Yorkshire land. Okay. So in Yorkshire, that is supposed to be Robin Hood's tomb. So I wouldn't mind fucking getting a little crowbar under there to find out if that's actually true, you know. I'm not buying that for 1 second. You'd have a better one. So this girl, this is what they were doing back in Phoenician days. This is on a Greek urn. How much is a Greek urn? I don't know, about 30 quid a week. She's got the pretties going on, but check what she can do with a bow. So she's eyeing it into the target. She's pulling them mighty strong legs back, and she's letting it go. So apparently, up in the air as well on crutches like that, which is like, what? So she's got to get the balance on crutches. Okay, that's really delicate balance, and fire an arrow and not hit the floor. Holy fuck, that girl's fantastic. So that's apparently a Greek sport. Hello, Vertic. Good to see you, my friend. And this is in St. Petersburg. And it's a beautiful Antiquitech building. Check out that for beauty. Golden onion domes. And these ceramic onion domes, they got this like pyramidical thing going on, all pointing outwards, really sort of sound devicey. And this one's got a twist. It's not just for aesthetics, guys. This is some technology going on here. It looks like a super futuristic computer component. Look at that. Wow, that's so beautiful. This is the dawning of the... So this is Beachy Head. So what you need is a miserable mod, fucked off his face on Black Bombers, on a Vespa, hammering over you to his impending death. Oh, splat! Like that. And then you can make the film Quadrophenia. So yeah, it's really high. It's made of sea creatures. Oogles and oogles of calcite, apparently. Yeah, it's chalk. So yeah, it's fucking high, isn't it? Excuse, oh, did I swear? It looks more like the Earth's just been ripped away, doesn't it? Or just pushed up at an instant and just ripped away like that, doesn't it? Looks like something's just been ripped and missing. All of it looks like that. I'm sure the sea's not like sort of lapping up here, eroding it. Maybe the Atlantic winds. Anyway, this is a copy of the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Do you recognize it in any way, shape, or form? So the Colossus of Rhodes Rhodes, excuse me, has exactly the same plinth as the Statue of Liberty. Okay. He's not got as much of the dudiness going on with the Statue of Liberty, but he is a Phoenician. He's got a lot of leaf of control. What's he got in his hand exactly? And laser beam in it. So yeah, the Colossus of Rhodes is the Statue of Liberty. Is it not possible that the seventh wonder of the world, the Colossus of the Rhodes, who is Lucifer, is standing right there in New Jersey? The real one, guys. Why not? They call this a dragon's eye. I can't imagine why. It's in Norway, and it's called the dragon's eye. It's like a plug hole. I guess if you pulled this out, the water would just go drain away. Yeah, it looks like a dragon's eye. It looks like a little bit of blood going on there as well, doesn't it? Pretty good stuff. So yeah, like water doesn't really erode these marble affairs and all this stuff underwater. So this was passed to me yesterday in emails. I think this is in Stockport. So I'm not sure if it's a brickwork or a quarry or what caused all these striations, or what came first, the chimney or the clay. Because this thing, I try to think about how it would be built. So if you put wood up in alongside here to keep all of this away and keep a gap, then you wouldn't be able to lay bricks this side. And it's the same for the other side as well. You couldn't do it from the inside unless maybe there was a door, but that wouldn't work further up off a ladder in the pitch black. So for no matter how many ways you go with this in Brian, it always comes up with the same answer. The mud coming after. It wouldn't be able to be done, guys, unless anyone wants to explain this strange technique of being able to build bricks blind. Fantastic. There it is again. There's hardly any gap, you see. And they've definitely got 4 sides on this. Yeah, I know. It's pretty good, isn't it? So, moving on. Dun, dun, dun. Flat Earth British. Right, next is dog heads and other freaky shit. First, I'm going to come back to see all the Flat Earth British peeps are getting on. Whew, we're nearly underwater. We're underwater. Be great if bubbles came out. I should have bought some bubbles. You can get them and all. Next time. No, we're not doing this vlog. So 962 of you watching. We're nearly hitting 1,000. I got all sorts of smiley faces. I missed all what's going on. But this girl from Anatolia. Let's give you a quick 10-minute, 5-minute shouty. All of the awesome Flat Earth British peeps. I know a lot of you are excited about all of this. One thing we can promise you on Flat Earth British. Never a dull moment. Dun, dun, dun. So, Enochian Janitor, good to see you, my friend. Love a bit of Enochian stuff myself. And there's yo. What a great show. Got more to come. Wait till the stuff you got to see. This is juicy right to the end, by the way. Got some discoveries in this. Jacob Law. You never know what you're going to find on a Flat Earth British vlog. We discover together so that we all get the brain splat together. It's like, holy fuck. Mike James, you are fucking awesome, Mike. Super duper proud of you, my brother. Rue, Queen of Groots, I should say. Love you, Rue. Richard Reynolds. Good to see my friend Rebecca Madis. Needs our snuggle gurgles. We do need our snuggle gurgles. Concur with that. Andrea 73. Daily Donkey Salty Dabs. Good thing I'm in the age of Aquarius. Well, it is sort of saying there's going to be watery in the age of Aquarius. She's got a big fucking pail of water. Just saying. Loving to miss Jenny, who goes round this community supporting anybody. You know, like we had a really bad moment earlier. It was like fucking mortified, actually. Moonbeam, who we love, okay, she had like, it was Friday the 13th yesterday. Didn't even fucking know. Good job, too. Not that it makes any difference. I don't have bad Friday the 13th, but I did lose 3 mates in a car crash that very fucking day years ago. So I don't really like the day. But she nearly got totaled in a car crash. She's all right, though, thank fuck. Can you imagine if anything happened to our Moonbeam? how upset we would all be. Fuck that, like. Whew. We have to be handling any of that. So we are fucking well chuffed. You are all right, girl. I tell you that much. So Jungle Juice, Robert Dumpling's gyroscope, Arwin, all bullshit. Are you slagging off Arwin? You're not going to be able to do that, Martin, front of British. Arwin's my broski. Has been for donkey's years. It's a long time. Psycho Dave. Franco Dave, my brother. And Mike James, Kelly Dolan. So yeah, I went on a show last night, Hibbler Productions, who made that film Level for Eric Dubé and stuff. And they're going to have me doing Tataria on the next Level production movie next year. And these guys were fucking fantastic. Johnny, one of them, bought my 2 books, sent me a photograph. You can check him out. He's from Orange County, proper California thing going on. And all of them were fucking way clued up, guys. It was fucking brilliant. Gary, good to see you. Deep diving. Yes, I like a bit of diving. Julie, love dog heads. Oh, well, there's an overwhelming amount of evidence which suggests the patron saint of travel in water is a dog head. Okay, as in St. Christopher is dog head. And it seems there may have been a ruling class of dog heads in the past in one of these weird resets, you know. Also, other cryptids as well. You get dog heads, human heads, like Zephod Beetlebrox affair, half dog, dog head here, and a man head here next to it as well. Yeah, like the Janices were half dog, half man. It's really weird. So, Dragon Sage, Adam Cooks, do the dive. And Denise, you sure? Well, we're all going to have a dance at this. I'll make sure anyway. Brian Evans, Frankie, Joseph Hamilton, love dog heads. Okay, we're going to get into the dog heads in a minute. Catch you in the house. Music therapy. Oh, I've been listening to some cool music today. Enjoying my tunes today. Getting a buzz on. Mike, Manny. Good to see you, Manny. Whoa. I won't drown. I can't swim anyway, GeoShifter, so it won't even matter. So, all hail GeoShifter right now. Good to see you, my brother. Much love. Ah, oh, fantastic, yeah. Flat Earth Jesus. When Arfie comes in your show, huh? Well, he'll be back one day. Okay, I am literally going to be snowed under for the long time now. 1,000,001 things. Surrounded by mud. Yeah, possibly. It looks that way. Can do it. I'm glad you got your book today. That's breathtaking. We got more beautiful stuff to come as well in this, okay? Stuff you possibly never seen before. Some discoveries of mine throughout the week. Jeffrey Bale, Chris Savelis is here, this Alice, and Cyrusum is no hate speech. Okay, I'll go with that. Benny Riley, JT, space is fake as fuck. So later on, as I said, we're going to look at the section that is called NASA silly fuckers kicking rocks like silly cunts section, which you might have to watch because it's ridiculous in the extreme. My future history, Rio, good to see you, my friend. Live in the midst. And we got Arwin, surreal. We got more surreal to come, Arwin. Sure you're going to enjoy the next bit. Q Essence, good to see you. Lovely. And Steve Dickinson and whatever that is. Fikamuchi. Much love to you. Okay, we're moving on. TOK88. Who else we got? Roscoe and Lindsay. Now, good to see you, Lindsay. Lovely. Okay, all my friends are in the house. Let's move on. Now, curved water. You're funny, you are. Anyway, curvy water. So yeah, I seen some sort of interview. It was on. It was called Awkward, and it was on TikTok yesterday. Come up on my Instagram, and it was Elon Musk, the actor, being asked by an interviewer, "Excuse me, do you ever stay awake at night wondering about the next important thing you have to do on your space missions and that?" And he completely blanked him. He turned around, he went, "Sorry, what did you say?" Because he never had no answers, because he didn't know anything about anything, because he's completely fucking stupid. Billionaire genius, my fucking ass. Yeah, I may have hit that off. I'm not sure, but I'm back now, so don't despair. It just disappeared. My entire I wasn't nowhere near it as well. Oh, I'm here anyway. Don't worry. It's all good. I'm back. Elon Musk did that then. Fucking rotter. Oh, these elites. They must. I must do their fucking heads in. Anyway, I'm back. Can you see me? Okay. Okay. Holy sardine cans, Batman. Get the shark repellent spray, Batman. I always carry shark repellent spray around me because you never know, do you, what you're going to encounter on the street. Anyway, let's get stuck into things. Sorry, I don't even know what happened there. God. Probably because I was talking and not concentrating like I usually do. Dog heads. Okay. Now, I know you can see that. So it's not only dog heads, it's dog heads and freaky shit. Okay, guys, like raising the dead. So apparently, Buoy's weekly reader in the 1800s is Risen from the Dead, or the medical student. So we see this a lot in this era. Frankenstein, where they're just reanimating the dead with electricity, basically, as you can see. Electrical implements under said thing. This is like a car battery. Unfortunately, cars are not really invented at that period, but they got a big, what looks like a leisure battery, maybe something to magneto, something to increase the charge, a little motor. Anyway, they got him back to life. Oh, you can see me. Okay. Well, let's be honest. It's not as fucked as my last post. That was epically fucked. And I got with Brian together, which is loads better. So, better. So, yeah. I'm not actually sure about this, but it's like the male version of the sign for Starbucks or something. Don't laugh, ladies. This is not funny at all. So I'm not sure what it is. Brooch, something like that. Yeah, nice touch. So here they are. So you got like the Zaphod beetle boxes. So one side he's a dude, the other side he's a dog. Are they telling us that maybe they shape shift and turn into man or dog? Dog is God in reverse, by the way. Just saying. So here he is, Mr. Trippy as fuck. Just beat up a dark demon. He's standing on him, so it looks like the dog heads were a bit righteous. And not only that, they were crowned. And look at his shield. It's fantastic. Look at his threads, man. But he's got the red cape on, innit? Because he's Superman. Oh, Superman got red. Yeah, of course Superman got red cape. All of the 300 got capes. That's why they won. The cape, because you balance. The cape's more going on. Yeah, I think the cape is like tech. Like fly with it. So this guy, yeah, he's like, we told you not to shit at the head of the trenches. And now they got basically, he's like, well, I can't hold on. I'm the king for a start off. So the king's taking a dump in the trenches, and all of these men, before they attack the castle, have got to walk over king shit. But maybe that's like a tradition. You must all step in my sacred stool, which is shit in the extreme. Oh, I tell you what, they have a laugh back in the old days. Look at their fucking happy hats. So their idea, like, they don't watch Match of the Day, okay, or go to rugby matches on a Saturday. They disembowel somebody for a giggle. So what they do, okay, is they get all of their funky clothes on, choose a happy hat, yeah? They look like they're having a good time, don't they? And they get a member of the clergy, maybe. It's got smooth bits, so it's difficult to determine. Horrible, insipid little creature that resembles a poodle. And they basically just like, he's alive, he's sitting there, he's not bothered. He's like, oh, fuck, they put it back in right. And then they remove like 33 miles of intestines from you. Yeah. From here to Timbuktu and back, your intestines. Did you know that? So I read about this and I posted about this a dozen times on Flat Earth British. Jumping Jack was written about from the 1880s onwards. Some say that he was a satirical cartoon character. Other people say he really existed. He was able to have spring heels and jump over the buildings of London. Apparently he knocked doors and freaked people out with fiery red eyes. Jumping Jack was supposed to be a real thing. Apparently scared people to death. Okay, also from the author Turnpike Dick. So they say it was, like I say, fictional. But then when the book come out, like there's literally, you can look online, guys. There's dozens and dozens of sort of people saying what happened to him when Jumping Jack came along. So I'm not actually sure. Maybe it's some sort of early birth control or birthing. Maybe this is not female. I'm not sure. Early form of gynecology, possibly. Don't know, it looks like he got scissors on his hands. Oh yeah, the Dick Dragon. I've seen this many times. So yeah, these Q, I tell you what, this would be terrible walking down the street. Well, for men. Can you imagine this thing flying at you guys? Yeah, touching your ear. Fuck, get fucking away from me. It would be terrible. What about loads of them coming at you? Yeah, dick bats. This would be that's a real nightmare. Never mind the nightmare we're in now. That's a real nightmare. Yeah. What you think, Leaf, out of British? It's gross, yuck. Okay. What about this then? I'm not sure. That might be a female. He might be just hiding. Let's not think bad thoughts, okay? Maybe not. Okay. No doubt about it, Ellington. We're mathematically expressing the purpose of the universe. God, how I love the thrill of scientific discovery. Yeah. Sweet fuck all. I know. Is this tomorrow under American communism? Yeah, we're going to have cultural Marxism taking over. We should be really worried about that. Let us think for you. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I was hoping I have to actually tax my brain and think for myself for a second. That would be awful. How would I even manage? Yeah. Thank you, television. What's the weather tomorrow? Oh, it's going to be a hot sunny day. Get to the next day. Pissing down. Television. You've been telling porcupines since day one. America, porcupines are lies. Power is in tearing human minds to pieces and putting them back together again in new shapes of our choosing, said O'Brien on a really pissy day. So they do that with us, guys. Yeah, they tear in the human mind to pieces and then they basically mold you into a nice little babo who's grassing everyone else fucking up, doing whatever the master tells them. Yes, master. Yeah, and they don't give a fuck. It's definitely the nastiest thing in the world. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. That's what they're doing now with history. History, it ain't even fucking there. The past ain't even there. It's figments of your imagination, little dusts in your clouds, in your minds, in your Brians. Not even there, guys. Future, we're not there yet. What we got then? Oh, yeah. Only the now. Epic. Where can you buy this then? Canned beaver. Time don't exist. No shit, Lee. Maritime, they put us on. Yeah, it don't exist. It's all just relative. It's just bullshit anyway. This is fantastic news. I was super duper excited. Most amazing story ever told. Babies living on board the Titanic, guys. Yeah. What did they doing on a sunken ship? How did they survive? Oh, it's fantastic news, isn't it? They've been living in the Titanic all those years. Ah, look at that little face. They don't want to come up. They're happy there. Don't be sad. Yeah, of course it's true, Maggot. Look at this guy, right? He's got like EM protection on, but I tell you what, if you're going to wear a happy hat, it's really, really nice with the little tassels, by the way. But he did take it off his mother's lampshade before he left the house. She's been making him dress this way since he was a young boy on the way to school. But yeah, you're missing something. And he's like, no, I'm proudly showing my dick ring thing. Yeah, you can stop that, ladies. That's just disgusting thinking that. What about this? What about this? Just I've got a real bad Brian ache. So I would take you to the physician. What will he do? Just a bit of trapping in, force a chisel in your head, bang it in. Lobotomize you, no problemo whatsoever. But I tell you what, you won't have an headache again. Oh, brilliant. Check this guy out. So I'm not sure what he is. It's difficult to determine. Fly man, Brundle fly. Looks like got a bit of a fly going on. He's dressed like a fly. Maybe a man in there. It's difficult to say. I don't think flies got penises. Guys, a fly's got penises. I don't know. I've never seen a. Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. That's too much thinking. Anyway, look at this. So the demons, they lived in this realm at some stage, right? They clubbed, like, well, basically women, and they made them fight on the floor. It's wrong, isn't it? Look at his feet. Look at this demon's feet. Fire breathing. It's got fucking chicken feet. Yeah, I batter all them. So, ooh, more strangeness going on. So this king, he has basically, behold, the chopping off of the penis. No, I doubt this guy's even asked. I don't think it's anything to do with circumcision, like you were first thinking. And he's dressed in orange, by the way. It's like, oh, fucking hell. All this time, and you're a bloke. Yeah, didn't the beard give me away? Well, no, my last wife had a bit of a beard. Oh, fucking hell. Actually, that could be his wife complaining about something. Yeah. Look what I got to put up with when I get home. Yep. Yeah. This is how we do it. Up the Jacksy, mate. Yeah. Run. They're all running. I don't blame them either. Yeah. Speed up the bum. Definitely done. Is the under table woman coming in today, Cedric? Yeah, she's in a midday. Oh, here she is. Oh, thank God. So, yeah, the monarchy had the under woman table back in the day. Oh, yes, Jesus, man. Right, no trouble in my chat about all this stuff. It causes trouble, really, John. But look, God's like sort of stuck his head out through a hole in the clouds. He's dictating stuff. Jesus is on a wine press. He's being pressed and squirting blood out of the hole the Roman soldiers giving him in his ribs. And he's literally gushing fuck tons of blood. But guys, is Jesus a little dwarf? These guys are giants. It's like, yay, holy bloodage, give us some more. So, yeah, Jesus getting wine press, squeezing the blood out of him for giants. You see that every day. So this was a nice little necklace, invented by rope, what it looks like, and bound together in a very creative nature. Reminds me of something. Oh, yeah, potato face. Yeah. Potato face, he has a terrible time when he goes out drinking if he's forgotten to put on his penis. What's this? Get out, you little bastards. Look at it. Yeah? And you've got somebody with the wings up here as well. Fins. Oh, they're ugly and horrible then too, aren't they? So these are chicken people. Chicken people. Have we come across chicken people before in Flat Earth British Guys? No, I think this is a first. Okay. We did see a chicken queen once, but I don't know about chicken people. Okay. So yeah, more cryptids. So you got half dog. So it's full dog really, and a half man, half dog, half man. Or this is more kangaroo. Is that kangaroo? Would you say that was a kangaroo? And looks like they're going to box. Actually, he's talking. So that shit was going on in the past. Infinitely trippy. I do know. Cluckage. So there he is. One of the famous saints, Saint Christopher. You see, I read Russian. And he's a doghead. So why are saints and religious stuff got like basically dogs? Ah. Maybe, you know, that Who Let the Dogs Out song was trying to tell us something, you know, guys. He's not a doghead, but he is holy. He's holy. He's got a little bit of antiquity in his hand. You are. Here's a castle. Thank you. There he is again. Ancient sort of Coptic painting, and it's a dog head of St. Christopher. Again. And he's a Roman. A Roman dog head. So here's the common mermaid. You've seen them a lot in the Flat Earth British Post, but apparently they're a real thing. Here's the digestive system and the thorax and abdomen of said fishy people. And the bottom bit, well, they don't do much. I don't know about the reproductive organs. Probably should know a little bit more about that, really. And they're fish. Look, she's got a lovely bit of red salmon in there. Triton and Serene. Triton and Serene, a couple of really nice mermaid people. Mermaid and merman. May they be happily married together. Here's another mer creature thing. So I had a date like this once. So no wings, they're fins for under the water. She's reptilian. She lives in the water. She, he thing. Does this remind us of anybody we know? No, not really. I know. So let's have a look what's happening here. Not much. She's going to get like a pinch from what looks like maybe a pinchy thing. He's got a whip. Okay. And this guy, he's got sticky. This little badge, also from the Middle Ages, has a really, really disproportionate penis, hasn't it? I know. This guy has a massively disproportionate penis. Yeah, he's got terrible trouble when his penis Brian thinks for him, which is a problem with a lot of males you will find in this realm. This was on a wall in Pompeii. I wonder what it designates, what shop this could be. What does this sell in this shop? Because if it could it be for the knocking shop? I don't know. I just choked. It's like, which way to the brothel? Just follow the penises on the wall. Makes perfect sense in ancient Phoenicia. This woman, this is what they were up to in the past, guys, at bang on 12:30 or 6:30 or whatever it is. So they're just getting along with their kingy business, as you do. And this person is having a curly, whirly, 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 whirly poo outside. Yeah, I know. That's disgusting, isn't it? But that's the elites for you. Must be the king. He's not covered in shit. Oh, more of these prongs, these pinchy things with ladies. I see a lot of this going on. Apollonia. It's a nice threads. I can't imagine. It's like, fuck me. Fancy finding a chick tied to a tree round here. It happens. It's like, no. I didn't say cut it all off. For fuck's sake, what am I going to do without him? I said beat him up. Yeah. So Harold's been carrying on. Yeah, and his wife said, you know, to her, basically security, what I want is him fucked over, and he's got it wrong. He's about to cut all his business off. She doesn't want that, obviously. Yeah, this is like the technology of medieval battlefield dress, obviously in red to hide the blood. And then you have these little things that clip up, I don't know where. So you can just have a nice breeze on a summer's day. Ooh, check this one out. She turns up and he's saying, you possess, love? She's like, no, I'm Krishna, blindfolded as well. Why is that? Is this a visor like virtual reality? And look at her arms. Yeah, either he's took a fuck ton of acid. Okay, because look at the wall. Look at the wall. What's this in the medieval period for, guys? Huh? Get my drift? I don't know. Why is she lifting her skirt up anyway? No, now I'm looking at it. Okay. So that is medieval weirdness, as you can see. Nothing is like what you think in history. Let's look at Timbuktu. Now, good evidence for taking out of a civilization is Timbuktu, because it's even in the official narrative. We've shown like North Africa as a green and pleasant land with sort of deciduous trees on maps. I'll show you another one in a minute. So it looks like North Africa and Mali, which is like, this is supposed to be in the middle of the Sahara Desert. You're looking at what's supposed to be a 600-year-old church. So what's the score with Timbuktu then? Well, in a modern day, I think that the capitalism's catched up with them. Wouldn't you say? Bad boys. So it's obviously caught up with the 20th century. Okay, it's gangs, but it's apparently a really bad place at the moment. But they did have a monarchy. Here he is. He's got all the shit in the world and looks to be a Phoenician king. Doesn't like he got an orb. He's got like a scepter going on. So yeah, they went there. There's a couple of explorers who went there early on. This place is like little Staffords things with towers. And they discovered it like out in the middle of the Sahara Desert. If you look at it on Google Earth, it's absolutely mind-blowing to think how remote this place is. And they built these things out of mud brick, or whatever's available in the place, in the middle of the desert. So what's the score with it? I'll show you now. So they had, these are the Tuareg. Okay, the Tuareg men. Ah, smell those Tuareg fires. So the Tuareg men, I guess this is for sand, nothing else. And these are spears. So, pretty cool. The indigenous people are the Tuareg, but the British or the French, you know, the colonials or whoever, the Phoenicians got here. And this was what they call, when they discovered it, they said it was in a golden era. This place was the center of crossroads for many, many trading routes. What, in the middle of the Sahara fucking desert? It says that it was in the golden era and it was the home of education and learning and culture. Like here is on the maps that we've shown on Flat Earth British, Timbuktu with this golden king with a golden orb. Okay. And here it is illustrated. And it was supposed to have looked like that when they discovered it. But again, you see a lot of vegetation considering it's supposed to be world capital of Islamic culture. It was basically like world capital. It's that important and it's that remote. So it leads me to think that this place must have been more central in its past. So I don't know if you can see, but it's like shows on this map. It's green and arid. And this is where Timbuktu is, down by here. Nothing is like what you think it is. So yeah, it's a strange city. I got to be honest. There's no Tatarian like sort of style buildings in this city, but started out, they say, excuse me, Timbuktu in Mali became a permanent settlement in the early 12th century after shifting trading routes. Why? What happened? And the town flourished from the trade in salt, gold, ivory, and slaves from several towns and states, such as Begu, Bonoman, Sijmasa, and other Saharan cities, and became part of the Mali Empire, okay, in the early 14th century. So they had an empire here, okay. By this time, it had become a major center of learning in the area. Wow. And in the first half of the 15th century, the Tuareg tribes took control of the city for a short period until the expanding Songhai Empire absorbed the city. Okay, and then the Moroccan army defeated the Songhai in 1591 and made Timbuktu rather than Gio their capital. Now it says, excuse me, that they were in a golden era. Okay. So the invaders established a new ruling class of Amma, who after 1612 became virtually independent of Morocco, which is, I guess, neighboring somewhat. However, the golden age of the city was over, during which it had a major learning and cultural center of the Mali Empire. This place was fucking fantastic and entered a long period of decline, like everywhere in the world when we arrived. Different, I say we, I mean Phoenician states. Timbuktu is impoverished and suffers desertification. The place is fucked, but in its golden age, the town's numerous Islamic scholars and extensive trading network, which made possible an important book trade together, out here in the middle of fucking nowhere. And important campuses for whatever that is, Islamic University, Scholarly Center of Africa, several notable historical writers, Leo Africus had described in Timbuktu. Stories fueled speculation in Europe. Yeah, wipe this place out, man. It's got the cultural center going on. So yeah, this place was fantastic, guys. And it's not so anymore because we got our old. And they've done the same thing to India, China, and anywhere they turn up. Let's have a look at some depictions of Timbuktu or Timbuk3. Timbuk3. So there it is when they arrived, 1853, and that was a German expedition, but it was already well established. Cultural Muslim center. Funny, this guy here, this man, whatever, from Timbuktu, as it's spelled differently, HMRC Vigilant, okay. When it says on the narrative, I love a little synchronicity, is sure. Okay, the ship SS Allende from Cardiff, where I come from. So even connected to Cardiff, little Cardiff is our story. We add. So This got sent in to me, guys. It was connected through my Facebook by Roy. Cheers, Roy. This guy in America, he went out onto his veranda, and this is what he's seeing. Now, for my Brian, guys, this cannot be, because, like, Roy's my mate, and this is like fucking looks like you can't Photoshop this, and it looks like we're looking at the real thing. Check this out, okay, guys? Two suns ready to shine just for you, only this week in America land. So he has a look around because the hues are a bit different, I guess, and then he mags up. Check it out. Two suns ready to shine just for you. So firstly, it's not a lens flare. It's on a video camera. It's a completely separate body. It's not reflection. If we add in some sort of fluid, it could be that if that's an apparent sun, that's a separate apparent sun. Everything's changing in this place, and everyone knows, and they're just bullshitting for the reasons why. Everything tastes fucking shit. Nature's acting weird. Hues are off. Colors are off. World's fucked. Seems like a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, it turns into hell basically. They're the lens flares. He's got two separate lens flares, proving that these are two different bodies, guys. Fuck me, that's good. It's proving it's not a lens flare. You see, brilliant. So nothing is like we thought about this realm, is it, guys? You know, I'm just wondering, I was discussing last night on here, but I wonder what we're going to actually find out. You know, what we know already is the most mind-blowing thing imaginable. Imagine what we're going to know. Imagine what we're going to find out. Imagine the prize, guys. The real truths are coming thick and fast, but we've been under so many levels of deceit. We're not there yet. I know we're not. We're coming along strong. Look at this. The power's with us, and we're like getting more and more and more powerful as each hour passes. Every time we drop one of these little truth bombs, paradigm changes. That's not fake. It's not fake. You can see it's not fake. You just seen the fucking double lens flare on his camera, guys. It's not fake. It's two suns showing you there's two suns, and I've seen this a dozen fucking times. So this got passed to me. Really interesting. Mud flood, plasma discharge event. I do not know. But apparently, in this guy here, I don't know. I've never seen them before. The guy was coming out with like fucking globe stuff, so I'm not really into it. Breaking 500 dead sheep. Okay. Apparently, a dangerous lightning attack hits and kills 500 sheep in Georgia. So I don't know where the narrative or anything is. This just looks like a print off from his computer. As I said before, that don't mean that it's real. But August 12, 2012, they're reporting that lightning killed 500 sheep. So if this is a real phenomena, as like I'm suspecting it might be, then can you imagine that happening on a city street of people? Dangerous lightning. It's a good job it happens out there in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? So that's been reported. Moving on. So what we got here is an old depiction of basically air attack over France. But what a brilliant proof. Absence of curvature. They're literally seen across countries here. So there's no curvature. And they're literally from what looks like a bird's eye perspective always. So I can't say that anyone's actually up here because of the scale. But you've got the whole of Europe here in battle. Okay? The whole of Europe completely flat without any curvature. Mass. So this is, I guess, in Paris. And then over here, we have Blighty, which is not showing actually anything. But Europe, France, Spain, Portugal, all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. Even the Mediterranean's on you here. All the way to the coast of North Africa, which is also shown here, here, and here. The other side of the Mediterranean, guys. Yeah. So, map of the entire of Europe. Somebody envisioned that in a very, very skillful, clever fucking way. What's that coming off the top of that? What? What? So people dropping out of clouds? Yeah, there's people dropping out of clouds. They've got no parachutes, have they? Where's their origin? Did they get fired like this from Rome? Huh. Human cannonballs. Go. What? Phoenicians ride in a cloud. They can't see us. That's what they say. They can't see us. Yes, we can. Now we can. Sorry, we can. You've blew. What the fuck? People standing on clouds. Oh my days. A crown. And there's all creatures or people flying all the way around it. It's all people, is it? No. Just flying around this fiery weapon. What the hell? It's all stuff and flames coming off it. Flying people. Just amazing the stuff we find. It's just mind-blowing, guys. What the Here's more flying people coming out of the clouds. Wings. Why would they have that on a depiction of a battle of the Napoleonic era? Any more Phoenicians on clouds? Oh, that's blown my brain, that. I didn't see that the last time, guys. I didn't look at that cloud there. I was looking at the flat earth stuff and looking at the maps. Wow. And they're sort of coming down towards this, where there's a statue on top sort of looking up at them, isn't it? And then, what? A rainbow? Like Rainbow fucking Bridge? And there's people on it, just like in the film Guardians with Thor and everything, and there's all people arriving at this central obelisk thing, situated where Paris is. A rainbow bridge. Phoenicians in clouds, Phoenicians flying out of clouds, the whole of Europe in a battle. Wow, guys. Talking fucking reset. What's that? It's just more trajectories of animals or something. Oh, it's just let that little craziness, mind-blowingness sink in a sec, please. Oh, that's one of the craziest depictions I've seen in a month of Sundays. That's just absolutely mind-splattering. So I'll keep that open. I'll link it up so you can study it yourselves. Also, I was wondering about this balloon as well, just because we're on this sort of thinking. So here's a balloon, and it's connected through a tube to what looks like a boiler, maybe, but it's in a barrel, and the barrels have got pipes going into these here. So first I thought, well, they were creating oxygen or methane or something to fill up the balloon, but the balloon is attached to overhead wires and cables. Okay, so it looks like it's on a pivot as well, so it's going to move. So is it really giving it air, or is this electrostatic, basically aerostat technology, where it's gathering a charge maybe and charging up these, which may be barrel batteries? I wonder. The other way around. Curious though, whatever. Wouldn't you say? Dun dun dun. Also, weapons tests. So I reckon they had massive weapons. I don't know what to think about this one, but this is in the 1700s. It's a German text. I can give it to you again to have a little go through. So what these people here are watching is they've dug a bunker here. You can see the door. Okay. They got some antiquitants. So it's the year of, I don't know, an I something. 69. It's 1600s, they say. 600s. And they put a load of whatever, black powder, and they got like massive explosion, which they're all going to watch. So literally weapons testing in, excuse me, in the 1600s. But Some explosion. This book's pretty cool, though. There's loads of stuff in here I can share with you to go through. So they got like 1600s, very ornate mort again with a death thing. And they're trying to penetrate one of these Staffords that I just showed you. So it blows up the buildings, no problem. But these, yeah, cannonballs just go ping up here, or they just like embed in it, you know. The Staffords are impregnable. Cannonballs are not the weapons for them. So you are the Roman worlds, which you call the Roman worlds, existing with all the coding in the 1600s. You got the Medusa, EM Tech, plans for a snowdrop, a snowflake, Stafford, and a Phoenician queen, which you've looked and seen this woman, whoever she is, many, many times. You've seen him too. Conventional canon of the day. And a load more of stuff pouring out like we always see. These on the high ground. Oh, they're all angels with trumpets. Okay. And then they got all of these crossed, the weapons, a mortar, a cannon, and strange chain ordnance, and a serpent crossed with these leaves is all a code for EM technologies, don't you know? Shame the Fasces didn't show up on that one. So look at this. And this is the sort of houses on the water, canals on the water, because everything is water in this place. Prudence and Fortuna, two Phoenician goddesses. So have a look at them. Same with the weapons, all crossed in the background, their victory thing. Same flowers, everything Phoenician. The lion on the shield, the whole shamolu. Let's have a look at this building. They've got dragons on the ends. Strange, what looks like very futuristic tech on the roofs. Check that out. And they got dragons on the corners. I bet they're not there anymore. One there. And the whole thing's on water. And that's in Germany as well. Excuse me. So 890 of you watching. Thanks so much. It's been a good crowd tonight. Loads more to come. Okay. So here's the Phoenicians, J693, and they're coming into town with a fuck ton of people on board. And Dio Duce is in charge. Okay, Dio Duce, and they've got plasma blast on their sail. Plasma blast on their sail. So Duke, sounds a bit like Mussolini. He was called Duce, wasn't he? Pass the Duce on the left hand side. And there's like something that uses pumps water actually, just like the Manna machine. A water wheel, clever irrigation, use of the river to drive a factory. Very clever. Should do that in the modern day. Sort of like reversed, or just taking all the old texts away and inventing new ones when it's not better at all. That looks submerged, that tower, by the way. And what you got? Just a shitload of fireworks going on. And these Phoenician sort of things with fireworks floating around, a Stafford here. Oh, there's just so much going on in these engravings. So I reckon they're watching, it's a Stafford, I reckon they're watching Pink Floyd live or something back in the day. So I'll share that with you anyway, because they're pretty cool. It's another bookage. Right, bookage. If you pick up my books or one or two of my books or any Flat Earth British merch, or you just fancy getting on Flat Earth British, bringing the love, showing who you are. I don't even have to show you are. But people are now doing flat thumbs edges and sending them to me, which is fantastic. People have been just showing their mug or showing like a castle, or their wicked herb crop, or their fantastic favorite table or favorite chair, like that chair, or nice little antiquity building, or Jenny with her Sprog gang, or Flo, who's in the chat now, or our Moonbeam Midge, yeah, who's there, I know, and nice favorite table with an elephant and a lamp, some on some cannons, Tommy Dunn up in Toronto, my brother here with an electric guitar and a Clash shirt, absolutely epic. And here's some that India done with some of her friends. And also there is Asia, and this is Hippie Shake's thumbnail. I think. No, is that Hippie Shake's thumbnail? No, it's not. This might be Anne's. Okay, okay. So these are the new additions. Okay, to the Flat Earth British. So somebody done that. Look at that in the background there. So thank you whoever sent that. So many names I can't remember. And here's Anne and Irmo going off to Normandy, fucking off on holiday from Holland lands to get away from it all in there. What looks like their cool ass camper, doing us lot flat thumbage. Yeah, trippy, lovely Dutch couplage. But look what they got on the back of their van. They're going through Europe, flat fucking thumbing everybody. Eh? Yeah, super fantastic, great. And all of that in that van as well. Nice little conversion there going on. Nice one, guys. Someone outside of a Greco-Romano place thought they'd pull up and do a nice little photograph there for me as well, or us. And someone set up a Flat Earth British shrineage. Oh my God, that is so fucking trippy. I can't even tell you. And it's my favorite color of trippy color. Check it out, guys. Ah, ha, 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 the holy grail of the great reset. There's the sheep, you know who they are. And there's a Norwegian walking around with a baby lamb. That's a lovely little touch. Might be not being a Norwegian, I think I know. But isn't that lovely? Thank you. That and there's American flaggage as well. Yeah. Yay. Okay. Jennykins, because I had a really shit day the other day. I've had a few shit days this week. It's been really weird. Up and down. Amounts of poo and fantastic all at the same time. So Jenny, apart from other people being instantly smudging for Martin, saying prayers for Martin, thank you so much. Jenny lit a candle for Martin on a grandmother's €5,000 piano. So that was a nice thought. Thanks, Jen. And this is my epic brother, one of Hibbler Productions, Johnny, who lives in Orange Countyville. Okay, and he bought me 2 books. This guy is so knowing what's going on with our work. It's hard to even imagine. So he's there with us and he's been following me years. Okay. This is my epic brother in America land. Yeah. Wicked, isn't it? This is Dave. Okay. He's got a P9 1000. He's gone off to a little festival and he thought, well, I'm going to just drop a flat thumbs for tonight's show on Martin with my chick. So happy for you both. You look lovely and happy together. Aww. Oh, what fags are you smoking? Lucky Strikes. Nice one, my brother. We love a Lucky Strike. So a big cheer of happiness for them people. They look so happy and lovely together and they're flat thumbing us. Got all our love, guys. Yay. All right, thanks, Jen. Right, let's have a look at some newspaper articles. These are truths, deep truths. You get these sometimes. Dick Cheney is a robot. Yeah, well, he goes into the hospital to get circuits rewired. Now, this happened to Prince Philip. He used to go into a hospital. If you just peel that shit back, guys, they're all fucking robots underneath. Obviously, they're robots. Madonna. Come on, guys. Yeah, I think that's the thing all the time. And this is your proof. Dick Cheney is actually a robot. Makes perfect sense, actually. So I want to discuss this a little. So somebody, you know, I put this as my community post the other day. And somebody was saying, no, that's dude smart. What? What are you saying? There's someone saying, no, man, these chicks got no ass. Mate, whoever said that, this is 1960s for a start off, right? Let me tell you something. Yeah, if you're not very old, you ain't going to know this. But at some time in the past, right, all fucking chicks look like that. Yeah, before the age of Kim Kardashian and burgers, okay, when everything just sort of changed a lot. Women were size 10s and 8s. Now, that's not blokes. Okay, that's just silly thinking. Yeah, blokes don't have all like blonde, fluffy fucking hair and stuff like that going on. Yeah, so I'm saying that you're completely fucking wrong. That's chicks in the 1960s. You don't know because you weren't around. Okay, they all look like that. Just letting you know. Now there's a cult. Okay, the cult of the Savills. He joins it. He don't look very happy. I reckon the shell suit is one of the worst inventions of the entire 1980s. Yeah, shell suits, shit. Why? And shells, you know, the Phoenician thing again. Why did we wear shell suits? Did you ever wear shell suits? Did you wear shell suits, trousers or jackets? Okay. Anyway, so Andrew been at it since the 70s, since Koo Stark, like, but everyone's just like, oh, well, she's only 14. It doesn't matter. Get to like 2021. It's like, oh, you dirty fucking rotter. So everyone know. Did you know you can eat goose assholes? I told you guys. Yeah. All of this food, you eating a lot of it these days, is all eyeballs and assholes. This case, only goose assholes. I bet, I don't know what they taste like. Probably salty. Right. If Peter Pan has you all tied up with a chest cold pen, rub Bengay quick. Now, let's not rub Bengay into our chests at all. Okay, guys. In fact, I can say that I get a rash on my chest or Vicks. I can't put Vicks on me. I get these little red dots and stuff. So if you have got bad chest pain, right, do me a favor, guys and girls, okay? Don't rub any Bengay in your chest. All right? Thanks. The original canned radiation from 3 Mile Island, Pennsylvania. I would fucking love some Chernobyl. Yeah? If I had a hot tub and some Chernobyl, you know what we could do, don't you? I could go back in time and find out what one, couldn't I? So, would it make you healthy and radiant? Yes, I think it would. I think you would be able to save on electricity because you'd be glowing in the dark. Epic. Yeah. No more illness because you'd be too irradiated for any of it to even exist. I'd probably get high, I think, on canned radiation. Yeah, you get a radiation buzz. Defo. Pickle pig's lips. Now, you can get pig's lips. They peel off the lips of pigs and they sell them in pickled. I won't be ever eating them. Cock macaroni. I won't be eating any of that either. Would you eat any cock macaroni? No, not you. You. No? Oh. What about this? This is one of the things that should be de-invented out of the universe as well. Vermont's finest Ben and Jerry's ice cream, human centipede. Yeah, that's not actually very fucking funny. That's quite disgusting. Like that film should be taken out of the reality. Let's clear our minds of all that. Anyway, bad. So mandatory slut meeting. Where's it to? Marita High School. Maybe I should attend. Bob Evans. Not because of them, because of me. 6 faggots. Now, if you're British, you're going to know this is fucking wicked yummy foodage. If you're into pork, which I'm not anymore, so I wouldn't eat a faggot. Now, I know Americans are all like, what's he saying? What's he saying? There's a food here, okay, called fan food faggots are shit, by the way. I'm just saying brains faggots, or Brian's faggots, as we call them. Are really fucking tasty. Faggots and peas, you ain't lived. If you ever come to Britain and you're not a veggie, have some faggots and peas. You haven't lived till you've had faggots and peas. They don't look like that, by the way, because they look like lumps of poo, obviously. What's it made of? I fucked if I know. Cock banana. So have you ever tried a cock banana? No, seriously. Don't answer. You don't have to answer. That's a bit personal anyway. I don't really need to know. Your business is your business. Only puke. Okay. So they literally, in China, like them stupid as fuck engineering programs they got to carry out all the time, they're really getting on my nerves. They, looks like they do fried puke. So I guess it's like pork scratchings with a bit more of a tang because it's dried puke. Did you know that was a thing? Glenn, dried puke's a thing. Fucking knew it. This is brilliant. Mini mermaid found in tuna sandwich. Bumblebee tuna is why we say it. Okay, this is it basically. So he was biting into his tuna fish sandwich, as you do. Okay, and look what he found. And people have been saying they're not real. Oh. Edgar Allan Poe's a bit trippy, isn't he? Do you think he's a bit pervy too? Fantastic's Tales. Let's have a look at that. Is that Jane Fonda? It might be, you know. She's not wearing anything around the belly button either, is she? It's all crumpled. That's right. So that's an interesting book cover. Why am I showing it? I don't actually know. He Touched Me by Greg Kendrick. The Dick Handler Quartet. I should have been crucified. What's the matter with him? What's the matter with her? What's the matter with him more? Is it? I don't know. It might be me. Is it me? Or is there something really fucked up about his face? Oh my God, look at these. Yeah, I hope I never get invited to your house for tea, dick handlers. Let me touch him. No. Now we know who was responsible for the one earlier. You fucking lot. Yeah, they touch me. Let me touch him. It's religion, isn't it? Slade Pierce, the holy milk pen. Quarts of love. Quarts of love. See what they did there? They look so fucking dodgy, don't they? Yeah. What is this? The Elvis Appreciation Society. Fuck me. Oh, that butt thing by Horace Trahan and the new Osmond Express. Let's have a look at the new Osmond Express. They don't look too bad. It's not like they look like a bunch of hillbilly, but fuck nowhere people or anything. But look at the name of their album. Fucking hell. Joy, Joy. The Afternoon Teabaggers Male Quartet. I'm thinking it didn't mean the same back then. Teabaggers, them. Oh, look, we need to escape as soon as possible. Please, guys, please. Let's get out of this place. I can't take it. Sinful rugby songs. I bet they're fucking brilliant. I know a few dirty rugby songs, but I'm Welsh. So, they weren't too bad. Anyway, let's have a look at the NASA kicking rocks like silly cunt section of my video. We should have a NASA doing silly shit cunts video every single flat of British. So let's have a look at them, because they are ultimately the most ridiculous people on earth, as you will see. Excuse me. Now, I can't do the volume because I would get copyrighted. So what we're going to do is I'm going to like sort of usher it through you. What you find is these are supposed to be spacesuits. Okay, so dig that for a start off, that they're spacesuits, and dig that they're in like fucking supposed to be in a vacuum space. Okay, so first they got to do a bit of stupid shit like running round and stuff, because apparently it's not going to work with the sorry, let's put that back to normal. What you find is they're running the same speed on Earth as they are there, and these silly fuckers, if you rip that suit, yeah, you're dead. You're going to go. So they're just fucking around. Look, oh look, yeah, that's infinitely stupid. Yeah, 250 fucking thousand miles away from home. Oh look, let's kick this rock about. Yeah. Now, is that the stupidest so he can literally kick it with his foot? Yeah, on the moon. Look, oh no, and now they're fucking around fighting to get a drill in the floor. Ooh, look, I'm floating. You mean the wires just pulled you up? Oh fuck, I just kicked over that 50 million pounds worth of tech. Everybody's gonna die. Oh, the signal just dropped. No, it's not, it's still recording. Don't worry, you can see this guy's face. He's on the moon. What's he doing? Okay, he's gonna dig some holes. Okay, I'm going to chuck some shit up and see what happens. Have you seen this before? So he chucks some shit up and falls on his ass because they're basically fucking stupid. So he's chucking up what? Have you seen this before? Comes back down. Well, it would, wouldn't it? So fucking in bastard studio. Yeah, disappeared that one. No, it came back down. So yeah, on the moon, dig that they're throwing stupid shit up and it's come back down again and kicking fucking rocks. Can you dig that? Yeah, this is like epically retarded, guys. I can't even stand to look at it. Okay, I've got color footage of this. It looks like an interferometer, but it's not. It's a stupid shit thing that does fuck all because they're not on the moon. Okay, it's to make it look like, and it's all got like sticky back plastic and double-sided sticky tape on it, and all cheap shit. Like everything's cheap shit with NASA because they're spending the money on, I don't know, cocaine and rent boys or whatever NASA fucking do. Evil shit. So apparently they took this up in the homeless tweaker shelter that is referred to as the lander, and they unpack it, set it up, and then they go for a wheel spin on the moon. So they go for a rip on the moon. Yeah. Don't put a telescope on the moon. Yeah. Instead of spending the $16 trillion on that piece of shit that don't work, it's not real. Yeah, you should have put a big fuck off telescope on the moon. You could have beamed up and maybe showed us then people walking upside down in the streets of, say, Sydney. Or that oil tanker that just sailed from Australia upside down. Maybe you could show us that. But they didn't do that, did they? Now look at this silly fucker carrying boxes of what, where? Where's he going with them? And look at the backdrop, the completely artificial fucking backdrop. It's called the Sydney line, by the way. If you don't know, the Kubrick line is this line here, because that's like a back screen drop. You will never see basically the fourth screen. You'll never see any of that. The guy that's taking the pictures, because basically it's a movie studio, as you know. So yeah, dead. I think you should get up and stop fucking about, because it's just like, you can't go and do shit like that in an absolute vacuum of space. The thing is, if it was real, you would be taking no risks whatsoever. If that metal was to rip through your suit, that's your brain exploding all over your visor. Okay? Because it's like, supposed to be like in space. But actually, they changed the narrative now. Nobody's ever been to space, because apparently Earth's atmosphere goes beyond the moon. Yeah. So they just change the narrative daily, NASA, because they just, there you are, dead. You just tripped over a stone. Do you know why? Because you work for NASA and you're fucking stupid. Yeah, and you. Right, here it goes. Right, I'm going to try and walk. Oh, no, it's too heavy. Bollocks. Oh, that's all right. I'll get back up. Shit, I just pierced my glove. Don't worry, I'll stick some sticky tape on it later. No fucker's going to know. Right, look at all these sharp stones. Bollocks. I can't get up. Help, help. You got to get up on your own. There's no one to help you. You're on the moon. You're 250,000 miles. 250 fucking thousand miles away from fucking Earth. No, can't get up. No. Do you know why? Because you work for NASA and your spaz and that thing on the back is too heavy. So here's another guy pretending that he's walking on the moon, bouncing around, pretending there's like little gravity. Oh, shit. Shit, it's fucking windy. Do you think they'll notice? No, they won't notice. It's television, isn't it? Yay! Let's shoot the American flag. It's blowing in the wind. The wind and the moon. Yay! Look how high I can go. I can go that high as well if I jump up and down. No, I mean I can. I'm a good high jumper. I can jump up, and I can jump up more 5 foot. Yeah. But these are obviously on wires and shit. Right, wait for the psychedelia. It's 1969 after all. We need a bit of trippiness. Here we go. Wow, super fantastic. They added a bit of LSD into the limb that's going to go back up floating to Michael Collins, who's going to link back up. Wow, that was a fantastic Instagram. So yeah, what a load of fucking bullshit. Anyway, pictures for the day. We got more stuff. Whew. So 871 of you still remaining, and we're nearly 3 hours into it. Flat Earth Jesus. That was a comedy movie. Yeah, right, it was. Pathetic, isn't it? No, it's real life, brother. That's what they say is going on. They're kicking fucking rocks and falling over like stupid chicks in spacesuits. This is in Wales, and it's a Staffords that's been discovered. I knew about it near Milford Haven in a place called Scoverston, near Milford Haven in South Wales. I really would love to go and see this thing. Now, this looks like a Stafford as well, doesn't it? I'm just saying. That's what they're going to make us do, isn't it? They're not liking us. They're blaming the flat earthers for the whole of the world's ails. Yeah? You think the Jews had it fucking bad in World War II? Yeah? You should be a flat fucking earther in 2021, guys. Because we're not going with it. Because we're fucking obviously critical thinking, fucking rational, sane fucking people. And we can see that giving a pregnant woman a fucking test injection is fucking ridiculous. And it's offensive to humanity. It's just, we've got to stop this at all costs. So this is supposed to be a nation map. America, it's got no definition whatsoever. But what is incredible is the amount that's mapped in this land down here. Okay, so this is South America, Patagonia, and it's connected, and there's all cities, countries, Maronia, all Phoenician names. What about this? Almost Virginia, sir, like Virginia. Varlana, Osan Fatva. So very, very, Terra Sancta. Terra Sancta is fucking sanctuary. It says Phoenicia in Antarctica. Whoa, bingo, bingo. Does that say Phoenicia? I got to get in close. It fucking does. Holy shit, what's that doing there? The Phoenicians came from here. It's there. Is it? Why not? Why wouldn't it be? And look how high it's coming up to the fucking tropics, guys. That'd be cooking hot in Antarctica if that was the case. And you've got to remember, all the maps are overly projected. It's only, the Greenland, for example, is like 1/14 the size of Africa would fill up this much. Yeah. What about all that water that it displaced? And America and Europe and Africa with all of the with the missizing of it all. There's a lot of water in here that's uncounted for in their globe model. Look at this, Phoenicia. Holy fuck, that's brilliant. That could be the original Phoenicia they came from. So the Phoenicians are a mystery. They're peoples of the sea, and we don't know where they come from. Fuck me. Is that Arcadia? Oh, Arkintia. Still got the arc in it. But yeah, like the sanctuary to get away from this place. So I might suggest that there is a way out there. That's really, really interesting. But maybe this is actually in the middle somehow. Because it's got the rivers in it. Okay, that's the Staffords. You can find her on Google Earth. And I definitely would like to see this one, and I could start to see if I can get to visit these Staffords. So they're all over Britain. So that was the craziest image I've seen in quite some time. That is blew my brain off. Calm down, ladies. It's just 3 pigs. Gotcha. Made you look. Made you buy a penny book. Yeah, they sent up a virgin and then they sent up a penis. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. Somebody's having a fucking right laugh at us lot, aren't they? Well, not us lot, them lot. So, yeah, they sent up a virgin and then they sent up a penis. Yeah, I know. Sorry, sir, no mask, no service. Yeah. This guy fucking rocks hard. Yeah, I totally love falling down. It's one of the guy's not even evil, is he? He's just not taking it anymore. He's like, no, fuck you all. Yeah, you robbed me, you little bastard. I'll fucking blow your shop up. This guy, yeah, wasn't nuts. Yeah, he just wasn't going to take any more. It was a heat wave. You know, there was something going on with the transport and everything. I think it was something to do with the epidemic. I don't know. But he cracked. He's like, no, I'm not having it anymore. He never cracked. What he said was he put his foot down and said, I'm not playing no more of this insane game they want me to play. It's like, I'm not serving you breakfast. It's 2 minutes past. I've literally had that recently. I'm not giving you food 2 minutes past. It's like, what? You're not even going to, fuck. This is what people are. So here's Michael. And she's looked like she's doing a bit of scrotum twiggling with both Bushy Wushy. Maybe that's why it's called Bushy Wushy. And it's her husband. Yeah. So she's basically either going skiing. Look at their faces. She hasn't got her hands on their legs, have she? Yeah. This is Ham Shanksville. Yeah. Michael's naughty, naughty, naughty. Look at his face. It's like, oh, that feels nice. Actors. I know. So yeah, the pupil, as I said, it looks like the mandala, but the pupil represents the shoal, the iris represents the oceans, the corona represents the firmament, and the aqueous humor represents the sky and the atmosphere. As we see on the model of Earth, is an actual eye, the anatomy of the eye. So a lot of people have been suggesting all over the years, you know, we're living in the eye of God, or the eye of somebody walking on another plane somewhere. The illusion, me seeing through, or us seeing through the illusion. Yes? Yes. Other people, they just believe anything willingly without any investigation or research. It's like, is that the case? Oh, right. Sounds a bit strange. Doesn't make any sense. A bit counterintuitive. Yeah, no, they made it all up. So here's Hitler and his kid. Let's have a look, see if it is really old Merkel Durkel. Yeah, it certainly looks like it, doesn't it? So Chancellor Adolf Hitler, Chancellor Merkel Durkel. So look at this cunt. Excuse my language, but that word is actually meaning I love you. So this means, right, this Doug Little. Doug, may the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits. My position is we must take the lives of the unvaccinated make the lives of the unvaccinated a total misery, and just keep escalating the occlusions until we crush the resistance and break their spirit in order to force compliance, and so they learn not to resist government mandates. Say that to my face, motherfucker. What a disgusting human fucking being. I'll be burning hell. So yeah, Jimi Hendrix and Ginger Baker took a fuck ton of acid and went all cartoon. Happened to me once, man. I turned into fucking basically Material Man. Yeah, it was absolutely fabulous. Happens all the time. Yeah, so Ginger Baker, Jimi Hendrix, still stuck in cartoon cloth man mode, which happens on a fuck ton of acid. That might not be Ginger Baker. I think it is Ginger Baker. Anybody else know who the ginger guy is with the burns? I think it's Ginger Baker. That'll do anyway. Okay, he's ginger. He's from the 60s. Could be Crosby. Yeah, could be Crosby. I don't know. Is he a ginger? Probably. Anyway, Noah's Ark rebuilt in Kentucky, and it has the same measurements with the biblical ark. The ark is 150 foot long, cost 100 million. Okay, for its construction. Are they trying to tell us something? They built a Noah's Ark, guys. Yes, gingers rule. Love in the midst. We love the gingers. So this is a Ottawa Parliament building that was. Look at it. Absolutely big, fantastical thing in Ottawa. So yeah, Fabergé eggs. They're worth a fuck ton of money, aren't they? If we had a Fabergé egg. Ooh. So these are two of the most expensive Fabergé eggs in the world. It's one with one of the Tsarinas on there, and one of the princesses. Another one with Michael, the haemophiliac, in a Fabergé egg, made by Fabergé Special. Okay, for him. And look at the Imperial Eagles, studded with diamonds in the wings. It's just lazuli. The whole fucking thing is just worth like $1 squillion. So why? And what did the egg represent? Was it balloons? Oh, balloons. They look like balloons. Just saying. Fuck. I know Van Gogh, man. Them fucking masks. They must be murder, mate. I wouldn't put it on if I were you. Shouldn't have sold out so early. I've only got the 1 year. I can't put it on. Fuck me, Van. He really fucked his life up. So Keone West, he bought this. And he's like literally invested shitloads of money. And he's tarting it up and redoing it. And it's in American City, and it's a mosque thing. Apparently a theatre. It's a bit of Tataria and Keone West, East, whatever his fucking name is. He must have known about Tataria to preserve this and tart it up. Spent loads of money doing it. So the history books be like past cultures enjoying building structures halfway underground. So that one is just fucked completely under the mud. With mud flood. So yeah, one of these doesn't match. So let's have a look. Only one doesn't match. You've got Greek, Navajo, Babylonian, Mesa, Japanese, Persian, Viking, India, Hebrew, Inca. Oops, NASA. That sticks out a bit there. Mayan, Australian, Slavic, Chinese, Celtic, Sumerian, African, Egyptian, Roman, Islamic, Masonic. It's a psyop. The only one that says this is a ball is Western philosophy. The Phoenicians, the Vatican, modern education system, and the whole sinful fucking show of it all. Disgusting. Every single culture in history has told us the same thing. So they're all lying. Okay? They're all lying. And NASA telling the fucking truth. Is that the case? Whatever. So I'm coming back for a minute. I've got more images to show. I'm just going to check the time. So 886 of you still watching. Fuck, that's brilliant. So I'm going to give a few of you shouts. I've got more stuff. It's getting on for 3 hours of this show. God, that went so quick. It's hard to even believe how quick that went. So, wow. God, I never even showed all what I was going to show, but I've got a little bit more that I want to show you in a second. First, I'm going to give you all some shock teachers. So thanks to anyone who gave me supers. That was fantastic. I didn't see. I seen DN. Thanks so much, Dean. You're a lovely, lovely person. I've always known that since the very beginning when you turned up. Get that feeling with all of you guys. Doken Martin, good to see you, Gavin. And it's Brian, my epic brother from Land. So I'm just going to have a little changeage of my background edge. Okay. And, oh, that's nice. Oh, rock lobster. Yeah, the world is your lobster. Oh, no, oyster. Well, there's sea as well. So, yeah, I like that. Leave that for me. That's pretty. That's pretty. So, Noah's Ark. We could be in Noah's Ark, Teresa. Sweetness. We could be in it. Now, NASA is a liar. They are rude. They tell porcupines they're very bad people. And you can see they are. All of them dodgy fuckers, all doing the hand slaps and all of that. I wouldn't trust one of them as far as I could fucking throw them. What's the matter with people trusting people like this anyway? Yeah? I just can't stand people like it. That's just me, though. I am human. I love. They love their twigs and berries. Indeed. Alva Billy. Good to see you, my mate. PJ, good to see you. And Dick Richards. NASA is ancient Hebrew verb. No, it's not. Did you see? You just did that, didn't you? See that we found that out in 2015, mate. We pulled it apart. It doesn't actually mean deceit, although it would be nice to think it. Okay, I'm not pro any fucking them or anything, but I'm just saying we have to stick with what's right. Okay, and it's not right. It's not correct. Do your research, have a look until you find it's not true. Ryan S, hi to you. Oh, nice one, Mel. Nice one, Matt. You just joined, Mel. Oh, that's me happy. That's me happy now. Arwin, Satan tells us it's a ball. Yeah, because wanker. Yeah, big wank. Santa is Satan. Satan, big wank. Yeah, I'll take the piss out of all of them. It's okay. Vertic, oh, you're a moderator in big channels. I wonder if you could get one of them channels to come and watch the Flat Earth British Convention Age and stream it all live. That would be fantastic. Repti, to say. Francis C, International Truth Tellings. Oh, yeah, we're going to have the mother of all conventions. You see how buzzy that was. Can you imagine all of us there together? Yeah. You want to dance? Dancing? You asking? Fuck yeah, I'm asking. Let's dance. Utich, my brother, one of the original flat earthers. He's been around as long as I have, Ute. It's the very, very start of it all, which is in summer of 2015. Mind-blowing time. Absolutely mind-blowing time. So Bandana was a lovely lady. Oh yeah, so tickets. Let me talk to you about tickets for the convention before I get any further. The first plan A, I sort of fucked up. Well, I never. It's just there's a whole fucking new thing with eBay. Yeah, they want to know the ins and outs of a cat's ass. I had to phone them at 12 o'clock last night, but I spoke to a really lovely Indian girl. Okay, she was sniffing and coughing. I said, "Are you okay?" She wanted to talk to me. She was like, "Nobody cares." I was like, "Okay." No, I'm feeling all right. It's not that. I didn't think it was, but you know. So anyway, cut a long story short, I wasn't chatting up the Indian telephone girl, by the way. It was just nice people talking to one another. That's what you think. Anyway, so the eBay, okay, I fucked everything up. So I got another plan B, which will be in fruition. It should have been ready for tonight to go with the adverts, but we're working on it. Keep watching Flat Earth British by tomorrow. Very, very soon, we'll be able to tell you how to buy tickets. Okay. It's most important for registration, safety things and all of that. Jasoda, you are my hero, mom and grandmother. Dozen long streams. She just had a new grandson, like, and daughters, and 4. How many? How many have she got? 1, 2, 3, 4 new ones, like since lockdown age. Wow. Alva, okay, I to you. Load of bells. Hippie Shake, Teresa, she's going to the convention. I get to meet Anna old man. That's going to be fantastic. And anybody else at the Flat Earth British think tank. And if you're in America or anywhere else, you won't miss anything. So, thanks, Dean. Roscoe, Trees, Stephen Dickinson, Burn Fat to My Stomach's Fat as Earth. I love that title. You're wicked, you are. Always late, but still to the end. Enough respect. Thanks, my brother. Well, we're coming up to the 3-hour mark now, so I'll just show a couple of little things now about the coverings, because they are very beautiful. Keep it clean, no vax required. Money talks, money talks, money talks. Yeah, they also say money makes the world go around, the world go around. But it don't. Wayne Patrick. Money, 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 money. The best things in life are 3. No, That's not good either. 10 points if you can remember who sung that song. Many. Dun, 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 dun. I think her name was Anderson anyway. So Harry Enfield, oh, loads of money. Harry Enfield's a classic. I love Harry Enfield. I still watches him quite often now, mate. And I like Catherine Tate as well. She cracks me up. Ah, what a fucking liberty. She's brilliant, she is. The contaminated eggs. We just had a telephone call. The eggs are contaminated. They literally evacuate the entire town, these posh people. What they would do, people like that in this fucking day and age. They must all like be buried in the back garden in a bunker. Let's dance, but don't put the red shoes on. No, we're not doing red shoes in Flat of British Kathleen. I think it means like blood. Dr. Bass. WD-40, good vibes indeed. It's been epic in the chat feed, I felt it. Mel is like the most fantastic person I've probably ever met, and that's the truth. Julie, she brings wherever she is, she's like lights the world just lights up around her. She just every fucking human being just changes, just brings like magic. But then when it's gone, the magic disappears. It's really weird. Alva Billy, S Coop, Jazz Soldier, we are taking over. I would say the tide is turning. You know, that post you posted earlier, that was good news, Mel. On Jazz Soldier channel, if you don't know, Mel's got a really big channel. You know, she's been around on YouTube quite some time, in case you didn't know. Jazz Soldier sharing chat, and it's got millions of views of busting their balls in an epic, very epic manner, brave manner. Michelle Cove, good to see you. Spanish Chicken, Hoya Petal, and DN, there you are. You're so good to get a crowd. Crowds do, I can't, we need a bigger hall next time. I got a feeling too many are going to turn up. Hi, handsome. Stacy in Massachusetts, or Massachusetts, whichever you prefer. Bandana. Congrats, Mel. Yeah, congrats on a baby. All of them went well, and it's a beautiful thing. A daughter, a granddaughter. Did have it. They weren't all granddaughters, I know that. Anyway, Soldaris Camnen, I've seen you write a lot of comments. Try and compress them into one. I get a lot on my plate. Thank you. Michelle Cove. Morgan, good to see you. Tweezer, Metro Shirt, Dick. Sam from Praguage. Plan B is important. Don't worry, we got it on, guys. It has done my head in, actually. You know, there has been one or two problems, but we got it all sorted. Okay, it's gonna be fantastic. Don't concern yourselves. I will sort out. Great show. Thank you, Flat Earth Jesus. Forest Witch. Yeah, but Witchcraft. The one we're in, probably. The tickets, yes. Okay. We're on it. Okay, we're on it. Okay, let me just have a little look here. See if anything's come up about that. Not quite yet. We're working on it now. Okay. Excuse me. Let me just come up on my computer. Right, I'm going to share some Phoenician motifs. I can't stay up too much longer because it's basically I'm making a hell of a rack here. Leslie, good to see you. Congratulations on a baby. Yeah, Flat Earth baby. Where's Mel's channel? I can't bring her up right now, Karen Wilson. It's called The Jazz Soldier 1. The Jazz Soldier 1. If you put that in the search bar, you'll see it. Bill Miller. And fantastic vids. Ken, good to see you. Get your hat pumping then, vids. I Hat Fairies, David Jones, and Nicola Diesel. I said Leslie. Oh, sure light of the world. Haven't seen you before. I feel like I'm at home. Yeah, you get that, yeah. It's like you're just hanging out with Martin, like basically wherever. We were all hanging out together somewhere, which we will be soon. It's all one happy group of friends, which is fantastic. Let me change my image to something more beautiful. Oh, fab. Fab. Check that Antiquitech. Oh, fab, 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 fab. Okay, let me just share some screen. I'm going to show you some Phoenician motifs. The reason being is because they are beautiful. Just to finish off, okay? Everyone had a little laugh tonight, did you? Okay, still 800 of you watching. It's crazy I managed to retain this many people for this many hours. I could go on for like ever, couldn't I? But I've done like a show every day this week. I'm absolutely like frazzled with all the work. It's worth it. So, Phoenician motifs. Now, as I said, like, you know, they come in with the Phoenician. So it's the boat. Yeah. The figurehead for the boat, wings, or are they fins? And, excuse me, and you get the shells. And you'll even see the facets, if you can see that there. inside the shell with two opposing toruses as well. And you always get this lock-in system. I've always been like feeling that this lock-in system that the Phoenicians show is a mechanism for the machine of maybe the dome or the machine of the reset of this place. Really does feel like the, you know, that there's no mistaking, guys, that the sky clock is perfect, isn't it? The way it works is absolutely perfect. It can be predicted. There's no parallax in the stars. You can look up at the stars, you can see 100 years later, nothing's changed. But the Swiss clock of this place is just perfection. Okay, perfection. Look at this. Really spooky. Got the seashell, double torus again. And they always have these wedged feet as well. Double torus, wings, looking like Babylon. And the lion. Always with the lion. These coding systems have been bugging me for the longest while, though. Longest while. Look at these. Always with the Tauruses. And the Phoenician statues have been dug up. They have these sort of Tauruses over their years, the people do. Like if it's some sort of technology. So I've shown you that one, but still cool fasces in there as well. You see that? Fasces bound. These look like ears, even with earrings. And what we talk about, the panels or the mirrors are completely blocked or covered over. No information in the whole of Christendom, the whole of the world. These panels on these architectural pieces are empty with no details. So they're not panels or plaques. They're mirrors. Here's another one. No information. No information. Don't you find that a bit weird? Why they would make them and everywhere they're empty? Because the information may be in them they don't want us to know. Maybe. So, and the griffin. If they are griffins, I think they are griffins. They look like griffins. Excuse me. Maybe this one's a dragon. No, it's a lion's head, serpent's tail. So it's like biblical prophecy got something like that, hasn't it? So cryptids, then basically. Chimeras. And this one's got a bit of a star, 3 triangles. Sorry, I don't know what it designates, but it's going to be something to do with the flat earth. You can guarantee that. And you always see this ugly one with all the hair as well. So that's where they exist in France, some of them. Look at this decoration. So yeah, they've just put all of this over the outside. Even the railings got bad energies involved in them. I could tell. It's the serpentine. It's nothing like sacred geometry about it. So let me just rotate this a second. Take left. Oh, excuse me, I'm upside down. There you are. That must be that's in Paris. And this is, oh, it's here. Well, let's have a look. Blank panel, blank panel, blank panel. Strange round things on top. Strange box here. Strange Antiquitech tile dome. Fantastic. All cover up. Look at this one. The bows of a ship bursting through a portal. Them Phoenicians burst in this way. And they could have been from that land down south. And look at this. The waves, bows just bursting through. And it's coming through a portal too. Look at this. The 2 whales that we always see in Phoenician architecture. The very important keystone as well. Which you get something to do with Noah's Ark. There's the M again. Oh, bollocks. It's there. 2 fiery pots. The M actually shown in one plaque. Feathers. Feathers. 2 columns again. 2 Roman columns, 2 toroidals, the fiery pots again, and the portal empty. So these create evil energies, bad energies. So that's a Hotel de Ville got completely destroyed. And what you're gonna, a lot of people call him the Green Man, but it's actually Bacchus. It's got other names as well. We know a few of them. So that's a bit of a different shaped window, more elliptical. Look at this. It looks like hell. It's all like jagged barbed wire. It's like a bad dreamscape on the front of this building. Like if you was like having a bad day, bad dream, or bad trip or something, it looked like all of this nasty shit. Look at these faces as well. They're always looking at you from on high. So examples you can see on your city today. If you're near a city, you can go there and you can find Phoenician examples. Cardiff, where I live, fantastic for them. So year 1832 on these examples of furniture, full on Phoenician. For that one's for Fontainebleau. Again, blank. This one's got a cross on it though. Excuse me. So look at these, and these are the plants that they always show, which you haven't really got any idea what they are. Some of them, it's like they copy their architecture and they copy their plant life. They say the Romans brought bracken, and I think to myself, well, the Romans, the Phoenicians, well, why would they bring bracken? It only exists on higher levels of ground, and it does fuck all here. It's not handy for anything, but it is good for like a natural defense. They also brought the grapes to Britain, but you can't grow them here anymore. No, only in the South counties. They don't do that well. So, still undefined. Don't know what flowers they are. Look at this for geometrical precision. So, how could you even envision doing something like this if this is a roof panel or ceiling panel? It's for Louis. Oh, wow. That is fucking fantastic. How are they doing this? You can't do this now. Shell over a lion's head. So the lion is so important to this story. And in nearly every one, oh, Satan, little devil thing, her head sticking out of a portal. Medallion. It's like the mirror. Communication device, or are they actually coming through it from another dimension, the mirror realm, close by? So, two hammers crossed. Oh, let's have a look at this. Got the Gorgon on it. I got it. It only spins left. You just see now. I can't do nothing about that. So spin the right round. Excuse me. Fish you all around. Okay. Two hammers crossed. Looks a bit like the Russian thing going on. And the Gorgon. Fasces. Sweet. No, it's a sword. It's two swords. Not like a fascist handle though. Two horn of lives. Horn of plenty's connected. So yeah, again, blank. Waves on this one. Waves and nothing else. Interesting. The way the whole design is just creepy. The way it all turns is folded in, and the Vatican. Look out at this demon's face or a mask out of the Horn of Plenty. Another mask, other mask, and they use these masks in masquerade balls, and they use them in theatrical performances. Like this whole places. Look at that table. Monster feet, grapes on some fontage in Xi'an. Wow, Egyptian stuff. Got the Egyptian eagle and double-headed eagle. I don't know what that is, I'm afraid, but wow. So that's Egyptian stuff. Egyptian Phoenicians and the three fleur-de-lis. With many ideas what we think is going on with fleur-de-lis. The lily that is the fleur-de-lis can be used to detoxify water, believe it or not. So we thought that might be the case. So there they are, the culprits, guys. They're hideous, monstrous, psychopathic, and they got a bit of a whiff about them. Maybe some of them had, considering the circumstances we're in, maybe they had some sort of good intent, but not with this caper, with Bacchus. There he is, Bacchus. And with the wine, that's a young Bacchus, who is a bad thing to this realm. I had a friend the other night. You may have seen my last video. Somebody turned up. Well, somebody turned up for help, and it's somebody who's got a lovely family, but it's got a fucking drinking problem. I was just trying to help, it's because it goes 3-4 days and then you just end up fucking drinking again. It's so disappointing. Such a lovely family, but people can kick this shit in their head. If they're going to be tough, you gotta be proper fucking tough. You don't let a bottle beat you, a demon in a bottle. Fuck that shit. That's wanky. Yeah. Any of these addictions can be kicked. Power, spirit, power of you, your spirit, which is just wipe the floor with any of it. Look at that for a ceiling. God almighty. Same locking mechanism. Wow. That's in the Hotel de Ville as well, Paris. Burnt out by fire, by the way, we've posted about. Some more motif. Rose windows. Chantilly. So I got a book on rose windows. Actually, Mel gave it to me. It's fantastic. Gives you loads of information about the glass that goes into these. The Romans, the Phoenicians, and they invented glass. But there's like lead, crystal goes into them, and mercury as well, which helps the somatic patterns created from the organs and tuning forks inside these machines, which is what they were. So yeah, curvy or wobbly columns is another part of flat Earth British interest, part of our subject. Always the wings are open on the eagle, showing you this active charge. You never see him just sitting on a twig, wings closed on any of it, ever. Okay, you won't. Always wings open. And the lion, which you'll see in Trafalgar Square, looking exactly like that. The lion of dullness, the lion of Polaris. So they got names, they know these things. I wonder if they actually speak. Yeah. Clarence was a nice lion, except it was a bit cockeyed, but it was soft. Look, blank panels, upper level for flooding, upper level again for flooding. That's weird. I wonder what that does. I've seen one of them before. It makes it look like the thing that Colossus was holding, the lantern, or the yeah, exactly like that, or the Statue of Liberty. Interesting. So look at this for detail. So that's a belfry. They put a statue in front of it. But, oh dear, that looks like the top of a bell on the top of a spark plug. Oh wow, that is so tacky. Masonic pyramid, and these poles, which are not flag poles, obviously. Wow, that's just fantastic. So there you are, the motifs of the Phoenician world, the coverings, give you an idea of what were, you know, the enemy, so to speak, and their watery wickedness. I hope you enjoyed that, 800 of you. So I'm going to be toddling off now to go make a nice cup of tea and have some munchies. At the moment, I'm on lemon water, which is nice small water. I put magnets in there, and I spun it, okay, and yummy. So for headaches, lemons and honeys, fantastic if you ever got it. I didn't have an headache, I'm just saying. So Hughes here, power of three, power of us. Just feel the force of the truthers. It's just, wow, like I'm watching that video at the beginning. I just felt it. I was like, fuck these people. They're just all of them. They're all fantastic people. Brave, good souls. S. Lee, good to see you, Dick. His statue. Verdict, exactly, Teresa and Nicole Diesel, sure. And Rebecca. So I hope you enjoyed it. There's plenty of brain splashes in this. We discovered some freaky picture with all of them Phoenicians on the clouds. Wow, that was just mad. People just flying down. Can't imagine what's going on. It's mad, wasn't it, guys? So did you enjoy all that? What about the humour? Just enough, wasn't it, to tickle your taste buds? Didn't overdo it, did I? No, never do I? Leslie, good to see you. Mad Pieman, Kenage, Michael De Silva, good to see you. Much love. And Kenworth, yeah, much love to you all, actually, guys. Thank you for everything, all your support, all the love, and bringing your vibrations to the Great Flat Earth British think tank. Is you can't put a price on this shit, and you all know it, okay? Something special happening here. Baz, you, I don't think it's happened before on the internet. I haven't seen anything else like this going on YouTube or anywhere. Our crazy journey. That's why it's worth persevering with fucked to death YouTube, because it is. It's dead. It's dead. It's fucked. Can't do nothing with it no more. You know, every single video. I got 4 copyrights in one day, 2 days ago. Yeah, I can't touch it. All the videos are just taken out, demonetized. I got 2 channels fucking down on something they just pulled out of their ass from 3 fucking months ago. Yeah, so they can do that with this fucking channel. Just take me out right ahead of the convention, so I don't have any way of spreading, you know, my video. So they might try it. Hope not, though. Lee, good to see you. I expected all of this, though. Obviously, I had it before the last convention. Exactly the same. Predictable, aren't they? Liddy. OG Scottish Skid Row interviews. Good to see you, my brother. Having a lovely time, I hope. Oh, that's Scotty and Karen, who got a book today sent to America Land. It went all the way across the pond to her. So I'm happy about that. She's lovely. And Robbie's as well. I lowered my crystal further down to catch a light. Looks brilliant. Sent me a beautiful prism crystal. 88 Shinto. Good to see you again, my friend. DNN, really, really warm towards you. Thanks, DNN. Precious, brilliant. Hippie Shake. Anybody else who's lurking who would like, excuse me, sorry, Flat Earth British to give them a nice big fat love shout each and universal hug. Okay, do it now. Get into my chat feed. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail, a hanging town, a wiggle in a walk. This is because he is perfect. He is the lamb without, so I don't know what that's about. I don't know either. Dave Knuckles, Sea-Lin, Sea-Line, yes. Oh, Sea-Lin, I know, Sea-Lin, like sea. Yeah, I know, we said this before. Yeah, I know, it's all in the words, my friend, it's all in the words. So, it's going on for 3 hours, 20 minutes. I'm going to cut this off now in a minute because basically it's too long. But it's still 7.5 minutes if you want. See, I could go on all night, couldn't I? And you'd stick around, wouldn't you? You would, wouldn't you? So, I see Coop, just give me $5. Oh, I love you. Oh, actually, I'm going to be able to pay my fucking rent, hopefully. YouTube's not doing it. Gary Felton. That spliff knocked me out. Wake up, Gary. Goofing off in the chair. John, good to see you, my friend. Rebecca. So, yeah, that was a fantastic night. Fantastic week. All of it. And loads to look forward to. 10th of September, as I showed you, will be the Flat Earth British Mudflood Convention with Dave Murphy, myself. There's Paul Cook, Future of the Past, and we just got like only DJ Mac Devlin. How fantastic is that? Yeah. So that is on the cards. Okay. Just got to work away, and that'll be done this week anyway. So don't worry about a thing. We got other ways anyway. Just going to make we're just making sure we do the best for you guys. Okay. Devora, and as I said, it's going to be cheap. 20 squid for an entire day of superstars. Fucking brilliant. Super truthers. Yeah, Soldier. Talking to Cattage. Cat is brilliant as well. She's Rain Girl. She's lovely. Brings a lovely vibration. The dragon rising from the ashes rule again. Yeah, the phoenix, isn't it? The research. Aye, that's right. Okay. I don't want to read that. Julie Dick. Did you have a hard time in school? You would if you were in Britain. Fally Blue. GT. Good to see you. And J. Dickinson Brown. Great Stone Whitling. Yeah, no shit. Stone Whitling. Son of Overlook. I missed you there, my friend. Good to see you. And Jenny, who's kept all the buzz going on there, is Just Soldier. Is the ion, which is all based. The ion. Well, it says ion at the end of lion. So, like, like ION, as in electrical ion. I get it. Lion is a weapon, I think. Kenworth, good to see you. Matthew Titus, take care, Martinage. Good vibes. I am human. Oh, is that Plane Drifter? Is Plane Drifter. Good to see you, my friend. Bang bang yesterday. Oh, yeah, it was all bullshit on toast, wasn't it? Big wank on all. Anyway, fuck him. Nikita, boo-hoo. Nikita, boo. Thanks to Boo as well. I'm here. Love you, brother. Nikita. Oh, Nikita, you will never know anything about my home. Joseph, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for popping by. As I said, thanks for bringing your love and vibration and making this an epic evening. Because basically, if I want, if you guys all weren't with me, you know, it wouldn't work the same. It's all of us together that makes this magic happen. No such thing. Slig, good to see you. Thumbs up, Slig, or flat thumbs. I realize they don't do flat thumb emojis just yet. They should do soon. Okay. Look how quick Brian has caught on. Got people in America going on with Brian. Yeah, I got told today. And also flat thumbs taking off everywhere in the world. Yeah. Everyone's doing flat thumbage. Flat thumbage. Like that. It's fucking epic. See me? I'm in the Urban Dictionary as well. Change reality with my shit. Rock the boat, rock on Martin. Okay, thanks, Cara. All right, like I said, guys, I gotta go. It's getting late. Got neighbours and shit, and I just need to sort my shit out. It's been a really busy as fuck week. Okay, so today is now Sunday, UK time. 700 of you. Make sure to please share this out. Like, do all the blum flufferys of YouTube. Yeah, okay, and I'll be a happy man. Okay, so I'm just grateful for being. Grateful for all you guys too. So thanks. Okay. See you very soon this week. Okay. Remember, I only got this channel left at the moment. Okay. And Martin Litska's Nectar channel, which I may need to go live on at some stage. So I'm going to put the link to that in the description box. Make sure you sub to it, please. So then you can keep up to speed with shit. Okay. All right. Thanks. All right. Peace and love, guys. Stay safe. Look after one another. And fuck them lot. Don't take no notice of it all. Don't give it your energy. Ever. Okay?